I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. ToshUnique pulls back up on Shank to stand on her beating Alexis Patterson, part 2. So in part 1, I was experiencing some audio difficulties, so I had to shut that live streaming down and start all over. So what I'm going to do in part 2, I'm just going to backtrack a little bit of part 1 and get us up to where we're at. Now, ToshUnique will be joining me shortly on the panel. Salute to my chat. Salute to my moderators. Salute to the replay gang. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. What that means is that everything that you hear in this demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything that you hear in this demonstration is only allegedly. All right. Now, so in the case of Alexis Patterson, there was one young lady by the name of Lisa Miller who took a DNA test to determine whether or not she is in fact Alexis Patterson. The DNA proved that Lisa Miller isn't Alexis Patterson. However, there was a DNA test done on Lisa Miller's son, and the son is some kitten, is a relative of Alexis Patterson. So why does Lisa Miller's son pass the DNA test, but she doesn't pass the test? Now, this is Lisa Miller. Drop a 1. Drop a 1 if you believe that this young lady, Lisa Miller, is Alexis Patterson, even after the DNA test was done, right? All right, let's come here.
Police at 6:02 today marks 15 years since 7-year-old Alexis Patterson went missing right here in Milwaukee.
The little girl disappeared while on a short walk from home to school, and Pete Cervantes is live in that neighborhood this morning. Pete?
Well, Vince and Susan, here behind us is Highmount School. Alexis Patterson, as you mentioned, was walking here in this neighborhood near 49th and Garfield. That was the last time she was spotted back in 2002. She would now be 22 years old. You may recall that last year, authorities thought they'd located Patterson in Ohio after a tip from a woman's ex-husband there, but a DNA test proved that was not the case. That woman was not Alexis Patterson. She remains missing, and the sheriff's office says the investigation into her disappearance continues. Now, this morning, the sheriff will be here at Highmount School. He does this every year. There's a wreath-laying ceremony and a prayer said in Patterson's honor. The sheriff's office is also still offering a $10,000 reward.
Now, let's stop right there, y'all. Now, for those, even after the DNA test was done, drop a 3 in the chat if you still feel like Lisa Miller is Alexis Patterson. All right. Now we're going to move on to what was presented to me to prove that ToshUnique is in fact Alexis Patterson. This is what was presented to me. Now, Ayanna, Alexis' mother, made a song, a rap song. And in that rap song, she mentioned Alexis having a bump on the finger and also a birthmark on her back. If you look at this pinky finger, this is the pinky finger of ToshUnique, you see a bump. right? Now let's come to this one. She also mentioned in the song that her daughter, Alexis, has a birthmark on the butt or around the butt the size of a pepperoni, right? Okay. Now this was also sent to me as well. There's a mark on Alexis Patterson shoulder, and here's that same mark on ToshUnique's shoulder, right? Now we're going to move on to the teeth. Drop a 3 if the teeth are similar. Drop a 4 if you disagree. Right? Here's another picture that was sent to me. Now, the lighter child, the baby, this is ToshUnique's daughter. And if you look at the picture of Alexis Patterson, it was brought to my attention the eyes. The eyes. I believe it's that left eye that they pointed out. Right? Now, out of everything that was sent to me, this is what really stood out to me, everybody. Now, the gentleman in the picture is Alexis Patterson's father. The young lady in the middle is ToshUnique, who claims to be Alexis Patterson. And now the little girl in red on the end is Alexis Patterson. What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts? Drop a 6. Drop a 6 if all 3 of these individuals in this photo are identical. Drop a 5 if you feel like, nah, Shank, go ahead with all of that. So that's where we're at now. All right. And I do have the pleasure of ToshUnique, who stands on being Alexis Patterson. How you doing, Todd? How you doing? Alexis. How you doing, Alexis? Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Tosh. I'm still waiting for her to unmute her mic.
Hi, how are you?
Now, okay. Hey, Tosh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
All
hear
right. How you
you.
doing
How are
this
you?
evening?
I'm okay. I just saw my babies.
Okay, I'm
They
good. How are you?
crying. I'm okay. Trying to be okay.
Okay. Now, let me just start off with Tasha. And Tasha is in the chat, right? Tasha claims to be your auntie, and Tasha seems to believe that you are not Alexis Patterson. Can you clear that up?
Can I clear up what she's saying? I can't
Yes.
necessarily I can't clear up what she's saying because just as other people, she's gonna deny the fact. She's gonna deny anything that provides me or proves me to be any type of good person. She hates me. She don't like me. My whole entire life, Tasha has been a downfall. And at first, I didn't notice it. I'm thinking this is like my favorite aunt. But her mother actually woke me up to the fact like she hates you. She just wants your daughter. She just wants your man. She don't like you. And she showed me that. Tasha has put me out in a snow blizzard as a child. She has put me out in a rainstorm as a child. And when a rainstorm happened, my best friend, the best friend that I had at the time, she was in there with me. And Tasha didn't put her out. She didn't. My friend didn't go with me or anything. I'm just outside as a child, all alone by myself, and it's just pouring down raining. When it was the snow blizzard, my brother, the guy that's my brother on their family, he basically gave me a coat and boots because the coats and boots that I put on, and she told me to leave and told my brother to leave. She basically told me to take that off. So me as a child, I don't know if I was about 12, 13, 14, at the time in this life, in these years that they made me. It's like, I don't know how old I was, but I wasn't even 16, 17. I wasn't even old enough for her to be putting me outside, let alone in the snow blizzard. Like when I said just plenty snow, it was she took my coat off my back and my shoes off my feet. So she didn't care if I went out there and froze to death. So she's never been a good person. And to be honest, Tasha is still not a good person. Um, I'm not gonna drag her and drag her character, but the world should already know who Tasha is.
When did you first meet Tasha?
I've been knowing Tasha since I was younger. I've been knowing her. She's like the mom's sister, so she's been a main factor. She used to leave out of town and stuff and come and bring us like a gift or something. Like I used to actually stay with her. When the mom here that I'm with, she lost her children. I ended up going with some people. I went with her sister first. Her sister gave up all the brothers and sisters, so I got away from her. Then I ended up going with like I think a grandma. The grandma put me out. That's supposed to be the dad's mom. She put me out, and then I believe Tasha got rid of me too. It's like she even threw like a fire extinguisher at me before. She done snuck up on me and tried to fight me from behind before. Like I never fought Tasha too. It's like Tasha's not a good person, and she knows that. And she know like I'm not lying about what I'm saying. If she can justify the fact, oh, she's not lying about what she's saying. Anything that I'm saying and I'm coming up with, it's not a lie. It's something that I'm witnessing. Like I can't just go back and say, oh, I remember I was Alexis and this happened to me as Alexis. I can't remember that. It's people that's coming to me like, oh, you remember me as a child? I can't remember what we did as a child, but I remember their face. It's actually this one person, her name Double Lucky. She remembered me as Alexis, and I remember her face and everything, but I can't remember the moments we shared together. In this family, I didn't have it good. I didn't have it easy. I was getting beat and everything. It's like they never really cared about me. And right now to this day, Tasha, Toya, Camelia, Melvin, all them, they the brothers and sisters. They don't care about me. They never cared about me. They always hated on me, wanted to see me down.
Now, many people are asking me, many people are wondering, why don't you turn your camera on? Can you tell everybody why you don't turn your camera on?
Just because I don't want my face on the camera. I just don't want my face on the camera. I don't necessarily. It ain't that don't want to be seen. Like even on my own page, I'm not really posting. I'm not really going live. I'm actually going through a transition where I'm moving my things into storage. Like I just came from seeing my children and everything. I just don't want to be seen right now. Instead of me being on here, I really should be crying. Like my babies just left me crying. They didn't want to leave. My daughter, she didn't want to leave. My last baby, he wasn't crying. But my older two, they were crying. They want their mama. I should be crying with them right now. But instead, I'm on here and I'm supporting not only myself, but your show and supporting the fact that truth is truth. And it's time for the truth to come to the light.
Okay, let's go over these images that were sent to me. All right. Now, this first one, there's a song by Ayana. Ayana mentioned Alexis having the bump on the pinky finger as well as the birthmark on the butt the size of a pepperoni. Is this your finger and is this a bump on your finger?
That is my finger. I actually like that nail set. And the ring I just took that ring off not too long ago. I had it probably for like 5 years now. Um, that is my finger. I do have like this bump that's on it, like on my bone or something. Like You can feel that it's a little small bump there. I don't know anything about extra fingers. I never know myself to have extra fingers, as they say. But yes, I have a bump, like some type of weird. It's weird. It's a weird little bump on my pinky. I do have like the mole on my shoulder bone. I do have this birthmark. It's kind of on my back and on my butt at the same time. Excuse me for saying that. And I didn't even know I had it until Princess told me to go look. She said, girl, go look. She said, girl, check your body. And I went and I found it. And I kind of sent it to her and Shapri. And I believe they posted it to the world, which I kind of was like, dang, I wish I would have never did that. But it's not even floating around, so I'm kind of okay about that.
All right. Now here's the pepperoni size birthmark that's on your
Oh,
back.
there you post me. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
That's the
Now,
birthmark.
okay. What about the scar? Do you got a scar? Because Alexis Patterson has this scar in the picture. It was sent to me that you have this same scar on your shoulder.
That's not a scar. That's like a beauty mark. And yes, I do have it. Like that's literally on my body right now to this day. Yes. I
Okay.
call it a beauty mark.
What about the mouthpiece, the teeth? Is 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 it
Examining the
identical?
teeth. I've been examining the teeth myself. I've been trying so hard. Like this photo you see right there with the younger Alexis, it's like extra teeth. That's why I really never did so much with that photo. But because I'll just be trying to be on point. I don't be trying to have nothing where nobody forced nothing or anything. So I really never did nothing with this photo. But even other photos when I'm smiling, this was actually me doing a live with my makeup and stuff. In the world, actually, or Princess, they actually captured me like this with this smile and everything. So it's so amazing. And I believe I still have my same smile, my teeth shapes, and everything. Yeah, because this overlay on my one of my big teeth, and it looked like I'm
Mhm.
just missing a lot of my gums. I was even trying to see like, okay, what happened? Where did this come from? And I used to wear gold teeth, so it's like, okay, dang. I'm like, dang, did the gold teeth do this? I'm like, I would have felt that. I would have been bleeding or something. But that just shows how much I didn't pay attention to myself as a child because maybe I wasn't allowed to. I really don't know, like what they did to me. Like they traumatized me. They called me ugly. Like I was in low self esteem. Like they treated me like I was an ugly duckling.
Wow. Sorry that you had to experience that. Now, walk us
Mhm.
through this picture right here. So the baby is your daughter, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, they mentioned to me the left eye. I believe it's the left eye on the two pictures are similar. Can you
Yeah.
walk us?
I actually, because I used to pay attention to my children when they came out, and I used to look at their features and stuff and be like, Lord, why my baby face like this? Why is this like this? At a point, it was like all my children eyes was like that, and I didn't even know what it was until they started making these photos, and everything started making sense to me. Because I thought it was something wrong with my children. Like I'm thinking there's something wrong with us. And I'm just praying like, Lord, fix this, change our face, change. Even myself with certain stuff on myself, I'm like, Lord, fix this, change me, but the whole time I'm asking him to change me, but this is what makes us stand out. This is how the world will know exactly who we are.
Now, this is what has me like these
Mhm.
three pictures are identical. Uh, what can you tell us about the gentleman in the picture, the young lady in the middle, and the little girl on the end? I'm going to let you have the honors of breaking it down for us.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with who I believe is my father. He's awesome. He's a great man. His name is Kenya Campbell. And I believe it's like Camp. I say Campbell because I take out the words and I get my two words out of everything. If it's not two, I just grab my one. But it's like for me, it's like he the Campbell. He been basically telling people and saying like he believe his daughter is alive. He never gave up on me. He never pushed me to the side. Although he been gone and he's been in this hellhole of jail for so long, he never gave up and he never stopped talking to the Lord. One thing I can say about him is he honor God like it's his right hand man. And then for me in the middle, that's the day I was out there after that night when the Lord took me and showed me at nighttime, like, this is High Mountain. You are who you are. I'm happy for you because I thought the Lord was sad. He like, no, I'm happy for you. And I go back out there the next day. I had this coat on. Yeah, I had the coat on because I was trying to be in disguise. I was trying to be so known. But when the world came with this younger picture, this Alexis younger photo, it's like, dang, because I was having, like, I was not in high hopes. My hopes became so low, so little. I didn't want to believe anything myself. But when the world gave this photo right here and put us together like that, it's like, okay, girl, that's you. You cannot say this you. You gotta stick with it. And because I was trying to run from it, but it's like that's me all day. I don't care what nobody say. This is the one photo that makes me believe this is me. It's like God orchestrated all this right together, and although the people did it, it's God had the people do it. He orchestrated this, and He got us down here moving and piecing things together. I don't know what would you say about the photos? That one especially. How do you what do you see? Like,
And please, everybody that disagrees with her, please don't come for me. But out
don't
of
go for
all the
me.
photos, out of all the photos, that convinced me.
That's the
That
photo for
convinced me.
me. I
You know,
appreciate that. That's the photo for me too. Every other photo, it's like it is what it is. But that photo right there, you can't knock that. You can't fake that. That's just is what it is.
I'm gonna let Mel join me. You're familiar with Mel. Mel, do you have any questions for Taj?
Yeah, I do have a few. I was the one that spoke with you the other day,
Yes.
and the first thing I want to ask you is how old are you?
So I have this thing to where I tell people like, okay, in this life, um, I'm 28. In another life, I'm 30. So I was born April 17th here. But if I'm Alexis, I was born April 4th. It's like I really didn't change the month or the month of my birthday, but it's like I'm either late 20s or early 30s. I feel like I'm a little wiser than all, though.
Yeah, I get that. I can understand. There's not much age difference between 28 and 30 either, but I get that. That sounds about right.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
I guess in the conversations that we were having last night, and it kind of led me to believe that when you said that your the real mom, and I'm sorry, I cannot ever think of her name,
Yana.
but Yana, okay, that she hated you. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know how old she is?
No, the police actually asked me like, how old was the attacker that put their hands on me? I can only say I believe because this mom, she's around in her 40s, she's in her mid 40s, so I can say she's either in her early 40s, mid 40s, or late 40s. I can't really tell. She look young. She's a very beautiful lady on the outside.
Yeah.
I can't say. I don't really, that's the thing. Like, she even told the police she's obsessed with me. Like, baby, I'm not obsessed with you. I don't even know your age. I don't know. I just know what I feel. Like, when I spoke to her and we was by El Greco, what do you want? I said, Mama, I want to lay in the bed with you and I want my children back. That's what I said to her. She
I,
didn't,
I,
oh, my baby. She didn't do any of that. Go ahead.
yeah. So the reason why I asked is because we were trying to I was trying to figure that out because I think on the report that I read, just a old newspaper report, was that when you went missing, your mom was only 17.
Yeah, and that's something I noticed too. Like at first, when all this came to me, I wasn't thinking about their ages, and then it's like the spirit led me to be like, "Girl, listen, if you don't go, because I calculated this mom age here. He said, if you don't go calculate them ages of these people and see how old they was, then you'll understand. They was teenagers. They was definitely teenagers.
Yeah, and the reason why I brought that up is because I mean that she was a teenage mom,
Hmm.
and if she was, well, that wouldn't have made a lot of sense because if she was 17 and you were 7, that would have made her 10. So I don't think that would make a lot of sense there.
I
But
believe,
anyway,
yeah, I
go
believe
ahead.
that like, some type of teenagers or early 20s. It's like they just came from their teens or something. I
Yeah,
believe it was teenagers. It's like they minds. They definitely was some children in the mind, obviously.
yeah. Now, and you probably don't even remember, and I can't remember if it even mentioned that in the story, but I was trying to figure out is at the time, were you the only child at that time?
Um, from the news articles, it shows like that she had my sister at a time. I don't know if she had two sisters or one. Like I wasn't into the news articles with looking at the family, the sisters. Like I don't mean no harm against nobody, but my main focus was on Ayana actions, the way she moving, the way she talking. I'm a good observer. So I was just putting my focus on her and Ron, on their movements, what they saying. And you see, Ron wasn't really saying too much. He wasn't really saying too much of anything. It was more so my mom speaking. And I was just watching her actions and the way she talked.
Right. Who was Ron? Was that your
Ron
the
would be the
stepdad?
stepdad, yeah, her ex-husband.
Oh, he was your
Appreciate
ex.
this super sticker. Appreciate this super sticker, Mary.
Okay. Okay, so he was your stepdad, which was
Yeah.
her ex-husband. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, okay, so that was just really, really bothering me because sometimes when you said that um, your mom hated you, I can see that being so if she was a teen mom or even had you at a teen as a teen. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
saying that that warrants hate, but it could have been the nature in the way you were conceived or something like that. So I kind of
Yeah.
understood that. Um, and then just basically um, I understand it's hard trying to get someone to accept culpability in whatever happened, and and if she later wrote a rap song about you, then maybe as a mom in her spirit, she felt that you were still alive, and not
Yeah.
you know, but so I remember I wanted to ask you how far back in your adolescence can you recollect? From the age 8, 6, 10? Like,
Mm.
like,
I don't know,
how
it's
far
like
back? I can
when
recollect when I was 4 years old, going to the clinic to get a shot. And they would
you
put me on the back porch with my mom because I would be crying and upsetting all the other kids that were getting shots. And that was when I was about 4. So I can recollect that. How far
see,
back in your adolescence can you recollect?
I can't go back. Like I can't envision her in my life at all. I can't
Okay.
envision her. And then when I do try to go back and envision like my childhood, like I don't get much. I do have epilepsy, which I don't know if that's a bigger part or played a bigger part in my memory loss. Like basically all the trauma, the head trauma and stuff like that. I don't know if it's
Mhm.
that or if it's just God taking it away because it was just so painful, or if it never happened, I really don't know. It's like can't, I couldn't remember her face or anything. I can't even remember when I go back to my childhood. I get like fast glimpse of me being outside. Like that's the most thing I could picture. Like for real. Like when
But
I go
how
back and
far
look
do
at
you
my childhood,
remember? How
I could
far
just
do you
remember being out.
remember, even with the family that raised you? How far back do you remember in
I
that?
can't really. That's the thing. Like even with them, I can't place family members in my memories. I know it might sound so crazy. It's like I could just picture myself being outside sometimes. I can't really. I can't picture. I can't put them in my memories. And this might sound crazy, but it's like I'll be trying to picture my childhood. It's like these people won't pop up. They won't pop up.
Okay, so tell me about becoming a tween, like 12, 13. Like, how did you go into teenage?
12, 13. I was more so a babysitter. So I would more so go to school. I used to volunteer at Head Start. I used to walk down to 35th and Fond du Lac from 42nd and Hour, and I used to go and volunteer at Head Start and help them with the little babies and stuff.
Mhm.
I love going to school. I did get in trouble sometimes at school. I didn't really know how to be friends with people. I was so used to getting beat, so I would try to make friends by putting my hands on them and stuff like that, which that didn't go out well. I was just more so a babysitter. I was cleaning the house. More so, I was slaved, if you ask me. It's like I was slaved.
Okay.
At a time, I was looking at it like, okay, I'm helping my mom. She's doing what she's doing to get her money to keep the food in the house to keep us fed and stuff. But the way I got beat, and it was like I was the only one getting beat and stuff like that. It's like, okay, yeah, something ain't right.
So, can you remember like going into teenage stage of life? Maybe your first love.
Mhm.
Do you
Yeah, I
remember those
do. Yeah, I do remember. Going into like my teenage life. I do remember having like teenage friends, going to certain schools. I can't remember like everybody, like it's people I see right now to this day. I actually just saw somebody that I knew from like my teenage years, probably like my freshman year. And I seen him and I remembered his face. Like he still looked like a baby and everything. And ended up remembering his name, spoke to him, and I actually had to tell him what school we went to. I can't remember everything. Like I can't remember all the schools and stuff I went to, but I do remember like the good times. I remember mostly good moments. Like that's what I hope.
Why did you go to a lot of schools? Did you move a lot?
Um, I believe that's another thing. I believe like they did move a lot, and that's why like when I try to go back and remember, I believe like it goes so fast, and I can't remember so much because I believe they moved a lot. I believe I was in
When you,
transition a lot.
yeah, when you say they, who you speaking about?
Like the family I was in.
Okay.
Um,
Now, what do
even
you
this
remember?
the baby thing.
What did you remember about the person that they're saying is your mom, and is she still alive?
Yeah, she's definitely still alive. She's actually out there in the front now. Um, I looked at her as a mom. I felt like I always tried to be loved by her. It's like I was unnoticed and more so just always abused. That's what I'm like. That's what I mean. Like, um, I really didn't have like a mother daughter relationship.
What about your
Um,
grandmom or her mom?
um, her mom, her mom is where I got like my mom and my daughter relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I got it more so from her mom, from their mom. It's like
Okay.
she was my everything. It was like she was my best friend. She basically taught me a lot. Like even the mom here, I watched her a lot. She taught me things. She said things, and I kept up with it. I was always one of them children that stay in the child's place, and it's like her mom. It's like they mom gave me the world, and she didn't leave. When she left, she didn't leave me empty. You know.
Yeah.
Let me come to another one of my panel guests. God is good.
Yes. I got a question for you because you know, man, you've been talking through the inbox. I ain't gonna say who I am, but I'm gonna tell you when we get off of this panel. I got one question. When you met with Ayana, did you feel a vibe? Did you feel anything like what was running through your head when you very first met with her?
It wasn't even nothing running through my head. Like it was running through my body. It's like I felt the connection that I never felt with a woman before. I felt that it's something sparked inside of me. Like I was happy. Like I don't know if Ayana she would be willing to tell the truth about anything, but it's like when I seen her, I felt that peace. I felt like okay, I have my mom again. I don't know why this was running through me, but this is what I felt. Like I didn't feel like I was talking to a stranger. I felt like I was talking to somebody I knew.
Right, right. Um, I don't know. Just talking about you. I don't know. It just give me the chills. But I believe
Yeah,
you her, and ain't no wrong with keep pushing your story out there because me personally, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That family
yeah,
that raised you and her
mm,
family, everybody in that circle know exactly what's going on. That's why they got a habit of commenting on everything somebody posts about you. Oh, she this, she that, she crazy. That ain't our family. This just because you grew up with a person or you done been around this person, you don't know who that person is.
yeah. Yeah, a lot of people say they grew up with me and stuff. That's because, most people they went to school with me. But it's like if they hid me from the world, okay, I was hid from school too. Like, I don't know if I was always this bald head person, but it's like I didn't have so much weave in my hair growing up. I didn't even know who I was. So
Because they try to disguise you. Like I seen it earlier when I was
yeah,
watching a video from yesterday, and you said that it basically she was basically telling the world that you was dead, but all along you right here in our face.
yeah. And then that's what I'm trying to say too, like why I gotta like, you know, all of a sudden in my dad, like at first it was missing. Now it's like even
Mm-hmm.
these family members just, oh, you dead. Even Tasha, like Tasha saying all this stuff. But I was just in the car with you not even 2 months ago and you, oh, he. I just talked to Alexis on the phone. Like it's nothing to play with. It's nothing to play about. It's nothing to even have a funny bone about. Like this is a serious, serious thing. And
Right,
what a lot of
because
people
you
don't
don't know
understand,
who you are.
I go
You just living in a world full of unanswered questions.
yeah. And they want to call me crazy and stuff like crazy ain't it. Crazy is me spazzing out or around here running around. Oh, I'm Alexis. No, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not acting crazy. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm literally just searching for answers because if I feel like Holy Spirit led me here, I feel like this is what's really kicking me on my insides. All I want is some answers. You know, all I
Right,
want
like
is
why?
some answers. Like
Yeah.
this ain't gotta be. I keep telling everybody this ain't gotta be public. We ain't got to make this real wide. None of that. We can keep this on the low low, but they don't even want to do that. It's like they want to play with me. They want me to. They want
But
everybody to think I'm crazy and I'm
can
messed
I
up.
say this to you? It ain't gonna never. You've been
And
missing for over 20 some years. It's gonna be worldwide, regardless. However it come out, they can't stop nothing. Just like I seen somebody post, and y'all, I'm not gonna say you because I really don't want to attach you to neither family because I feel like both sides of the family is bogus.
yeah, I
But
think God is telling me to get away from both sides of the family.
it's like
It's
you said, you
really,
just want the truth. You just want to know who you are. You don't even know who you are.
yes,
And
ma'am.
I don't know. Hold on, y'all, because I'm getting teary eyed. Hold on. Y'all can finish talking.
Let me let Keisha slide in. Slide in, Keisha.
Hey, I'm like I was listening a little bit last night on your live, and how you doing, ToshUnique and everybody else? I
Hi,
want to
I'm
know a
listening.
question because like I done just jumped in, but it's like okay, I want to ask this question, but I can't remember like how I just phrased it. So I want to ask this question like was ToshUnique like adopted by somebody? Like, because I really don't know the backstory. So, like, was she adopted?
They basically just say like I'm from the mom here, the mom that I grew up with. They basically say I'm her child, I'm her daughter. You know, for a while I believe, I believed I'm from the family, but it's like even my body is like I got hairy legs, hairy arms. You know,
Mm-hmm.
my feet sit up different. You know, I just feature off different. So after a while, it's like okay, when this Alexis stuff came to me, it's like okay, maybe I could not be of this family. So I go looking, I go searching and I didn't even see it wasn't even Alexis I'm looking at. I see Coco. I'm like, okay, this lady look more like me. That's the picture we should put up here too. It's like I look more like Coco than I look like the aunties. That's supposed to be my auntie. So this is what kind of sparked it. I don't know anything about being adopted or anything. You
Okay.
know, even with the name, it's like how I got a whole name, birth certificates, like identity. Basically, I'm like, okay, what's going on? My Alexis, could I be living as a damn person? Is Tasha an actual person? You know, it's like that's all I'm trying to say. Like they won't help me. Instead of them helping me and help me get to the bottom of this as family, whether it's Ayana and her family, this family, it's like y'all not helping me get to the bottom. Y'all rather bash me and talk about me around the world. Like there's so many
Mm-hmm.
videos that even Tasha done been in, and I didn't even know I didn't know they was making videos. I didn't know these people was talking about me like this. But yet in my face,
Right.
smiling in my face like we family and trying to talk to me. Like, no, just excuse me, don't talk to me. Because for one, I'm somebody's mother and I'm a child of God. Y'all sitting out here bashing me. I don't even want to be around y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Let
Okay,
me
because I was just, kind of wondering, like, because, like I said, I don't really know the backstory. I was kind of like listening to it, and I was just thinking, like, okay, like, is this a situation to where, someone gave you up and, they don't want the person who raised you to like catch heat or, somebody come after them and, want to know extra questions from that person, like, how did y'all get her? What
Mm-hmm.
happened and etc. Like that's kind of like what I was
keep.
thinking like
Yeah, I
on my
do
way
get what you're
riding home. I
saying.
was like, is this a situation to where the lady, your mom,
Mm-hmm.
your alleged mom, don't want this to come out, and she just want to keep the the press going, and you get what I'm saying, and doing
Yeah,
all these events and stuff like that to, make it seem as if she like really like trying to fight for justice for you or whatever. And she just want to keep this whole thing going.
for her
Like,
identity. It's for
Let,
her. It's
let,
not for me. It's just for her.
yeah, that's
let me just, wait a minute, Keisha, I don't mean to cut you off. Let me just slide in for 1 second. Tasha, there you go, Tasha.
Okay, so I'm finna start off saying this. First of all, I never wanted nobody she had. She slept with somebody that I had and had a baby with that man, which is
You can't.
Emiliana Daddy.
I'm not trying
Let
to
me
cut you
finish.
off. But
Let
listen,
me
no,
finish.
I gotta tell my
Let me
part
finish.
before
Can
you
you
get
mute her
away
mic?
with me.
Cause she just
Let me
had the
speak where
flow.
you at. Can I
Can you
speak where
mute the
you at?
mic?
This is two weeks.
Can you mute the mic? Can you mute her mic? Because if you're
Go
not gonna
back.
mute her mic so I can speak,
I can mute
then
myself.
I'ma get off.
Hold up.
So mute her mic.
Hold up, y'all.
Let me speak.
Hold up. Hold up. Let me get panel control, okay? Let me get panel control. Everybody but Tasha and ToshUnique, I'm going to drop y'all backstage, all right? Because I want to give these two ladies an opportunity to hash this thing out. All right, now, for both ladies, Tasha, if you ask Tasha a question, you got to allow her to answer it. Vice versa. Tasha, if you ask Tasha a question, you got to allow her to answer it, all right? Let's be respectful. Let's be grown up here, okay? We all here for the same reason, and that's to get to the bottom of this. All right, come on back in, Tasha.
Okay, so now I'm here. Now, I never wanted nobody she slept with because any nigga she slept with were nasty, just like her. Two, yes, I did put her and her brother out because for one, they disrespectful. They was disrespectful to me. I'm leaving my house going to work. They having all types of people in my house smoking weed, all that. So yes, y'all gotta go. The kids was already messed up and traumatized before they came to me. Let's make that clear, right? Yes, they want to be ground. They want to do what they want to do. So yes, go out there and do it. Bookie, you got me messed up. No, she was not a good kid. She was out here effing, sleeping around. She wasn't a good kid. She had a tattoo, snuck and went and got a tattoo at a young age when she wasn't supposed to. She wanted to be ground.
When I was with
Let
my
me
mama.
finish. Let me
Let
finish.
you just
So if we're gonna
let
put
you
the
finish
story
if
out
you
there, we're gonna put
want.
it
If
out
you
there,
want,
right, baby? If we're
listen,
gonna
because
put
you
the
never
story out there, we're gonna put it out there, right, baby? Because at the end of the day,
I'm
you
not gonna
slept
sit up here
behind
and
me,
let you
Bookie.
lie. I'm
You
not gonna
slept
you gotta
behind
let me
me.
finish
You got a
first.
whole
Can I
baby with a
finish
white
the
man that I
story?
didn't even have to
You
sleep
gonna let
with,
me
baby.
tell
You
the
went and suited your
story?
butt up and
Can I
said, "Come
tell the
get me
story?
pregnant,"
Can
thinking
I
you was
tell the
trapping that
story?
man,
See what I'm
and you
saying
didn't
about me?
trap
Because
him.
I'm telling
He
the truth
set
of my
you
heart.
up because you was mistreating him and got your
Let me
kids
tell,
took it from you, boo.
the
He
story.
got
Let
your
me tell
kids
the
took.
story.
Ladies. Once again, we're all here for the same reason, ladies. Let's just try to not overtalk each other. Let's just try to be respectful and allow each other to get what they need to get out.
Tasha's
Come
gonna
on,
try to
ladies.
let
Okay,
me
but
talk
she gotta
down.
let me
She's not
talk.
gonna
She
let
just
me
had
talk
the
down and
whole
she won't
floor.
let me say nothing.
Listen, she just
Let
had
me
the
talk.
whole floor.
God
Why
told
she
me to
not let me talk?
listen.
Why
You've
she
been
not let me
talking.
talk?
Every time
She
for me
just
to
had
say
the
something,
whole
you keep
floor.
talking something.
She just had the whole floor.
Everybody
She
else that
steady
come on
cutting
here
me
don't
off
let
and
me
you
speak.
allowing her to.
Everybody
You
that come on here
allowing
don't
her
let
to.
me
So drop
speak.
her in the
This is what
comments
you
and let me
do.
speak.
This is what you
Drop her in
do.
the comments and let me speak. Because she just had the
Go,
whole floor. And I ain't say
go ahead,
nothing.
Tasha.
Thank you. So
Go ahead.
now, back to what I was saying. Now, as far as my sister, right? Yes, my sister disciplined her kids different the way that I discipline mine. My mama disciplined us the different way that I just discipline mine. I don't discipline my kids like that. They grew up with that shit. It got attached to them. So it went from generation to generation. I stopped at my generation. No, I'm not gonna treat my kids like that. I'm not gonna do that's why my kids still with me. That's why I still have my kids. Now there's another thing I want to put out there. As far as my sister, while she's sitting up there talking some this and that wool about my sister, you sitting up there getting a whole check for my sister right now. But my sister out here in the streets. But you over there tooting her motherfucking checkup, excuse my language, effing checkup. You over there putting it up your nose. So let's make that clear. That's why you're not getting on the camera, boo. Make that shit clear. And I can get on the camera, baby. I can show me. I don't got to do all that lying and jacking and talking. Girl, you're lying. You're not Alexis
All right, let me let her come in, Tasha. Let me let Tosh come in. I'm gonna come back to you.
Can I talk? Cause Tasha sitting up here lying. I
Bitch.
Go
definitely
ahead.
had my baby daddy. She definitely did have some dealings with my baby daddy. She said he was a trick. He wasn't a trick. She actually came to me and told me that he wanted to mess with me. I was trying to pass him over to my best friend's auntie that's deceased, and I was trying to pass him over to my cousin Lisa. Even my cousin Lisa, she told me to date this man. Tasha told me to date this man. I asked Tasha and Joe did they have sex together. They said no. I went on and dated this man and had a baby by this man. As far as me and my brother are supposed to be having friends over, smoking and drinking and doing all this in her house, Tasha is lying. For one, Tasha been smoking and doing all this stuff with us since we were children. Tasha been smoking with us and everything around us. She wanted to prostitute me and everything else. She couldn't do that either. Tasha, no, we didn't have no bad people in her house. We weren't having no friends in her house smoking, drinking. We wasn't doing any of this. Tasha got into it with her baby daddy, which is her two oldest dad, not her oldest that's deceased, but her two after that. She got into it with her baby daddy Mike, and she put us out. When me and my brother got to walking in the snowstorm, we got to walking, and then my brother like it's too much snow. We got to turn back. So we go back and sit on this lady couch, and she's sitting on the phone with her mother, which is my grandmother, the one she always disrespected, called bitches. Bitch, I'ma spit on your grave. Bitch, I'ma piss on your grave. Bitch, I don't like you. Yeah, that mama. She sat up there and sat on the phone with her mama and lied on us. And me and my brother just sitting on the porch. I'm like, Boosie, she in there lying. He's like, it's all right, sis. It's gonna be cool, sis. Tasha sitting up here lying. She want to make herself look good. She's talking about how she don't beat her kids. The confirmation after confirmation. I heard them dings in the background. God don't play about me. She sit up here talking about some. She stopped in her generation beating her kids. Tasha beat them kids. Tasha call them kids bitches and hoes. Bitch, get up and clean my house. Her children clean her house. Tasha don't even get up and clean her house or anything. This is just the truth. Like she getting on her lying and she laughing. It's nothing funny. I'm not even laughing. Why you sit up here lying on me? I'm not laughing. I'm literally sitting up here lying. No, you're crazy and you're sick. And you're sick to get up here and try to
Let me
say.
let her come in, Tosh. But no curse words, Tosh. All right, no curse words. Come
I'm
on, Tosh.
dead. This girl needs some help. She needs some help, y'all. I swear to God. I wish I was right here with my kids. I swear to God, my kids don't have no bruises on their body. Never had a bruise. I never beat my kids. I don't do that stuff to my kids. I don't even.
Her
She
kid got
went
in
out.
trouble at school. Her baby got in trouble at school. She, I'm finna go beat this bitch ass. Woo woo woo. I'm like, Tasha, you
No
need to calm
bees.
down.
Tosh, Tosh,
Don't
Tosh, Tosh. No,
but that's what came out her mouth. She said, I'm finna go beat this beat. Woo woo woo. I'm
no.
like, don't whip her, but I'm like, you gotta go look in the mirror and you have to look at your own reflection. You can't just touch that child.
Who the fuck
Tasha,
just called
she's a liar, a compulsive liar. And she's not gonna boil my blood.
here? I'm back.
And I take care of my mom. My mom is over
Can
here
y'all
now. I
hear
take
me?
care of her, but she tried to destroy me just like they do.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let me see if I can go back. Okay, so listen, right? No, she don't take care of my sister. I can go pull up on my sister right now. She's on a porch right now with a whole bunch of crackheads on 27 off of Final Ave. I go over and give my sister money and stuff like that. She don't do nothing. She get my sister
Be so
check
much
and
to
run up and do what she want to do with her check.
You can
But
you
anyways,
can take
that's not even what we finna
That's
do.
her
Cause my
sister
sister
right
don't got
here.
nothing to do with this. But what we
Her
finna
sister's
do
right
is
here.
we finna
You can
figure
tell
out
me
if
your
you
sister.
Alexis Patterson, boo. Listen, you
Your sister
lying, bro.
told me
You a
this.
liar, bro. You weird, bro. That's why, listen, that's why you don't got your kids and I do. That's why my mama lost her kids, Keisha lost her kids, and you lost yours. Because y'all beat the kids, bitch. I don't.
How
Me
many
and my
people
sister
you
and brothers don't do that. We ain't lose our kids,
how
baby
many
girl. We always
times
our kids. My kids ain't out here stealing.
how many
They not jumping out of windows. They not smoking. They don't do none of that, Bookie butt. Stop
how
playing with
many
me.
times
Y'all did that because y'all wanted to be
you
grown.
finna get
Y'all
your
didn't want to
kids
listen to your
to
mama. Y'all want to disrespect your mama.
We
Stop
never
playing with me,
disrespected
no.
our mama. We never
Stop playing with
disrespected.
me,
We
no.
never
Stop
disrespected
playing
our
with me, no.
baby.
You already know.
You a
Girl,
liar. You
bye.
was a
Girl, bye. Before
compulsive.
you got messed up, who your hand was out to me, right? You was calling on me, right? I was
No,
up there
you
paying your
never,
bills and stuff,
you
right?
never to
Stop.
you. You should put lying.
Let me just clear the panel for right now. I'll bring everybody up. Just let me get some order, y'all, because I really want this demonstration to be about us getting to the bottom of this case. I'll bring everybody up. Just give me a minute. Let me come to my chat. Let me come to my chat. Tosh looks like Tasha because this is her family, and Tosh showing y'all what she remember, but can't remember nothing relevant to Ayana. Oh, wow, I'm lost now. Shank, what are we doing here? Does Tasha know who Tosh is? What Alexis showed her face for a minute. I believe Tasha. Wait a shit. Oh my God. Chat moving fast, y'all. Y'all gonna have to work with me. Okay, here we go. I believe she know drugs on top. Let me come up, y'all. All right, here we go. I thought her daughter went missing at 7. At this point, I don't know who to believe. I believe she know drugs to the daughter. This is not of God. On God. That's the real Alexis. Appreciate this super sticker, Leo. So every time she says about family, she got offended to the truth, and every time it's a distraction. She looks like that lady. I believe the girl who says she missing. I believe she on drugs. Did y'all ask her why she lost her kids? Kenya, I said that too. Where the DNA test? Just call the police and say you found Alexis. Give them her number. They will figure it out. All right, y'all. Here's the thing, okay? Y'all got to, because it's a cat fight. As y'all can see, it's a cat fight. And I ain't trying to get scratched up. All right? So appreciate this super sticker, Parish. And if you would like to help me reach my goal of 15 super stickers or super chats, just click on the $ symbol and purchase a sticker or super chat. Now, I'm going to bring y'all all back up. And I ain't going to try to break this cat fight up no more. But I allow everybody to come up so we can get to the bottom of this. All right? So, first I'm going to bring up Tosh. All right, Tosh, slide back in. The panel is all yours by yourself. I'll bring y'all back up, but let Tosh speak.
She even saying like her sister not here. Her sister, she can go find her sister on the porch with crackheads right now. They don't keep up with this lady. They don't help this lady. Every time I ask them to pitch in so we can sign papers to put this lady in the mental place, they don't do that either. She said I'm lying about the mom. I'm lying. I'm not lying about anything, and I don't have to lie about anything. I never whooped my kids. I never abused my kids. I never beat my kids. I lost my kids because my baby daddy left my children in the car. Everybody know this because I had talked about this and gave testimonies about my children, how I lost my children. I have told my whole story. Tasha want to sit up here and make it seem like I'm this bad person. I don't know who she think I am or who I used to be in her head, but who she think I am now today is who I used to be. I'm no longer who I used to be. Tasha want to talk bad about me because everybody can talk bad about her. She's a bad person. She's been a bad person. Tasha has called me multiple times and said, I'm going to give my kids away to CPS. Da, 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 da. This is the stuff she has said. Like Tasha sitting up here, oh, I never lost my kids, and this is why I got my kids. No, you just never got caught doing the things that you do to your children. The way you treat your children, she treat her children like slaves. Bitch, get up and clean my house right motherfucking now. I can get my sister or somehow get one of my sister on the line. She lived in my sister's house. My sister will tell y'all how Tasha is. She even made Facebook posts about Tasha. Tasha is no good, and I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with Tasha because Tasha is a problem child. She always been a problem child, even though she's grown. I look at her like my granny child still. Other than that, I have no respect for the lady. She's never cared about me. I never had no friends and smoking at her house. Like all that shit is a myth. That's a complete lie.
Let me
I'm not on
slide
camera
in.
because I didn't do my hair. I didn't do anything with my hair. That's why I'm not on camera. I didn't do my hair. I didn't do anything. She probably can look ratchet. God told me to settle down with look any type of way on camera. That's what I'm doing. I just came from seeing my children. I'm sober.
Let me slide in real quick, Tosh. Appreciate this super chat, Murray. Shank, DNA. I believe all of them got bad blood. Appreciate this super sticker, Sonya. I'm sorry. Appreciate that super sticker, Sonya. All right, Tosh. All right, Tasha. Let me bring in Ty, because Ty has never been on the panel. You can slide in, Ty.
I was a neighbor. After hearing this story or whatever, I'm just coming on as a neighbor. I lived in a 4 unit apartment with the family. Um, Mom stayed in unit number one. A friend of the family stayed in unit two. Grandma and them, like the whole family, stayed in unit three, and I stayed in unit four, which was right above them. Can she answer this question? In 2020, 2024, how old was she? I'm sorry, 2004. In 2004, how old was she?
You want to answer that, Tosh?
That's the thing. I really wouldn't know. I would have to kind of do some math to figure out how old I was in 2024.
No, not 24. I'm sorry if I confused you. 2004, how old was you? You were born in
2004.
what? You say you were born, if you're 28, you were born in what year? 98?
Over here, 97.
97. So
So I'll be
8,
20.
9. So how old were you in 2004?
I wouldn't know how old I was in
So
2004.
when did Alexis supposed to have went missing? What year was that?
2002.
So I want to know the little girl that lived underneath me. The mom was Keisha, which is the lady that you're taking care of right now. You and your brother were the oldest siblings at the time, and then mom had the third baby in that house. How come you were still in that household if Alexis at the time was missing? Like, how come I've seen you every year of that? You've always been with this family. You've always been with Keisha.
Yeah, as far as I know, I always been with Keisha too. I can't date back, and I can't even go back to memory of 2002, 2000, 2004. All I can remember I can't even remember the years. Like, I don't know if the kids didn't know the years, but I can't date back on the years. And I honestly don't know you, but maybe if I see your face, I'll know you.
Well, we stayed in that apartment for quite a long time, and you were down there. I mean, there was pictures of you. I mean, your mom was a little different, you know. Yeah, she yelled a lot. Well, mom didn't yell a lot. Guys to kind of clean up.
Yeah, my mom didn't. She wasn't really a
You
yeller.
were always around. I mean,
She wasn't really a yeller. Keisha really didn't yell at me. She wasn't a big yeller. She beat me. She put her hands on me. This mom didn't yell. She wasn't a yeller. Like my grandmother, she'll yell like Tasha. But my mom here, she wasn't a yeller yelling at me. She would more so she'd throw whole toys at me and things like that. Like a baby toy, she'd pick it up and just throw it at me. Like things like that. Like Tasha say she used to throw us at the wall and beat us and throw the babies at the wall. So I'm not sure.
Hello, Shank. Can I slide in for a moment?
Yeah, come on.
And I think the reason being is because I pretty much heard everything I wanted to hear, so I'm gonna step down, but talk to you about that later. But for the lady that's speaking right now, who was in the whole apartment, it seems like they had a whole apartment where all the families lived. But to answer your question, she would have been 7.
No.
I'm not sure how old or young she was when you began to see her, how long the families were living over there, and if you saw her from a newborn or an adolescent, well, not even an adolescent, I would say a toddler, but she would have been 7.
So absolutely. When we got there, because we were family number 4, so the whole family was in the apartment building, and I've watched them, like from my memory, we were there for almost 6 years, and she was there the whole time. I mean, she had birthday parties, the family was there. My kids interacted with her like they were always outside playing. Mom didn't seem like she was hiding her. Mom didn't seem like she was worried. Like she identical to her older brother. Yeah, she's identical to her older brother. Like, how is her relationship with her brother? Do she talk to her brother?
I'm gonna step down. Hold on, I'm gonna step down. You have to ask her that. But for me, just
Can I?
with the interaction between Taj and Tasha, that really answered all of my questions that I needed answered. So I'm gonna step down and let y'all continue. But I definitely, it to me that this young lady is Alexis. I think that's her name. All right, I'm stepping down now, Shank. I heard
Can I say something real fast?
I do want to
Can I
answer the
say
other
something real fast?
question. Okay, go ahead.
If Alexis went missing here in Milwaukee in 2002, she was 7 at that time. You said 2004, she was 9. Then you turned around and said you always seen her. Of course, you're going to see that person. You don't even know if that's the real mama to that child. Of course, you're going to see that person. And I'm not yelling at you or nothing. I'm just saying she went here missing May 3rd of 2002. In 2004, she'll be 9. So of course you was able to see her because at that time you probably wasn't really interested in
But the
getting in.
picture, so for instance, because I was very close to like grandma, and then when I tell you that's a big family. When I went over to grandma's house, there was she had her grandkids on the wall and stuff. She's on that wall. She was on the wall. Her and her brother was always around.
Pictures, but I think the pictures disappeared or they lost all of the
I'm
pictures.
the person to answer these questions. It's like for real. It's like even when my grandmother just died, it was only one picture on this wall of me, and that's of me when I was in like middle school, I believe, like 5th grade, 6th grade. This was the only picture she had. I've been asking about babies' pictures in this family, younger pictures. All my
So
life,
I can't speak when y'all moved off of Bender, but when I went into your grandmother unit with your aunties and all of them over there, because they were younger then, your grandma kept nothing but pictures and flowers in her house. When I tell you she was so she showed pictures of y'all. She always did.
Wasn't pictures. They didn't really have pictures of me. Like I promise
you did, because you and your brother used to take pictures back in J.C. Penney's. I remember your brother holding you. Your brother held you in one of the pictures. I kept saying, wow, are they twins? In my head, I kept saying like, oh, they're twins. But then yes, when your mom used to explain to me, if I'm not mistaken, your brother is like 2 years older than you. And she kept saying, no, you were sitting between his legs. And I was like, oh, y'all twins. And your mom was like, no, they're not twins. The brother older than her. And your mom had that one particular picture. Your grandma had that one particular picture on her wall. So I don't know where them pictures went, but your grandma had pictures of y'all when y'all were younger. And that was way before 7 years old. We're talking about y'all had to be like 2 and 4.
My brother lost them. My brother lost them all.
I didn't get to listen. When my grandmother died, they didn't have no other pictures of me besides this one on this wall.
Yes, they did. Yes,
That was
yes. My question to you is: do you remember the house on? Do you remember the house on 77th and Bender? Do you remember that apartment?
Everybody on here arguing with her. Let her
yes,
get her
I'm
point
really
across.
finna get off of here because
Right, because they trying to throw her off. They on her
I
side.
got the floor. What is you
They
talking
trying
about?
to throw
I got
her
the
off.
floor.
That's
What
what
do
they
you mean?
doing.
What do you mean?
They couldn't even tell her what a baby pictures were.
Hold tight, y'all. Hold tight.
Please don't mute me, because when I
Hold
asked you
tight.
questions,
Y'all
you
couldn't
let
even
everybody
tell
talk.
what a
You
pictures
was letting everybody cut
were.
me off. So yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing she did to me. I'm gonna do the same thing she did to me. I couldn't talk.
This is weird.
Y'all gotta let her get what she need to get off. You know, I wanted it to be an open panel. So hold up, Q. I wanted it to be an open panel so everybody can ask questions, because I already know what'll happen. Shank, you should have asked her this. Shank, you should have asked her that. So that's why I'm allowing people to come up, but y'all got to give her an opportunity to speak. All right, I'm gonna make it where as though everybody Won't
Listen,
be able to speak.
I'm gonna answer this question because she asked the question about the brother. It's like everybody's skipping past the questions. I'm not trying to skip past anything. She asked me, how does the brother feel? What did the brother say? The brother said, I know you wasn't from our family because of your feet. Your feet is different from all of our feet. But I'm actually gonna get off here because I don't do the riffraff, I don't do the headache. Like I got a lot of stuff going on already in life. And when people like Tasha all that yelling and like I'm not on her to be no kid. I wasn't trying to yell at her when she was speaking. I was trying to let her basically get to a point where we can both answer and talk at the same time. She didn't want that. She can never do that even in life. This is just who she is. The lady that's speaking, I don't know who she is either, but I do remember like something like a house on Bender. I do remember the house on Bender because I would never forget that's where the kids were smoking paper in the basement. I would never forget the house. Yes, I remember that. I can't remember every scene. I can't remember that. All I know is the kids, like I said, the kids was outside. All I can remember is me being outside with my brother. And not even so much with my brother because he had his own friends. I was with friends outside. I do remember that. But I can't tell her how old I was. I can't even tell her what year it was. I can't remember that.
Come on there, Quita.
Shank, what I want to say is, how can anybody get anything out when everybody fussing at her? And it don't make no sense. We trying to get to the bottom of everything that's going on. A lot of people saying she ain't Alexis. A lot of people say she is. Like I said once before, if she's not Alexis, why the mother Ayana? Why Ayana not moving coming forward and say, okay, I'll take a DNA to her to prove her wrong. I'm a mother myself. And if a child came to me saying they was my long lost child, I'm gonna get that child a DNA test. Right, like I said before, right is right and wrong is wrong. Everybody arguing, you're not gonna get no point across. It's nothing gonna solve the issue by everybody arguing. Instead of like people saying she need help. Okay, she need help. Help her. Everybody talking about why she didn't go to the police, why she didn't go. How y'all know she didn't do all of this? It's not that easy. If this lady got so much power over her, how in the hell, excuse me, how the hell can Tosh do anything? Like she said, she tried this, she tried that. What is everybody else doing? She didn't in the beginning, she didn't trust anybody because look how everybody acting. I wouldn't blame her. I had to, I had to get to the point, to get her to trust me. To get her to trust me. It's hard to trust people in our community because everybody doing bullshit, Shank. Sorry. But everybody doing bullshit. And how things are going now with everybody, oh, she delusional, she this, she that. Y'all don't know what this woman is going through. I support her all day. I support everything she's doing. She's been honest since day one. She came on Facebook, went live, and was like, I am the Alexis Patterson. I might be, she said, but I got some memory loss. She said it. She said everything. It's been medias that have did readings on Tosh. They said she is Alexis. Ayana hiding a lot of stuff. Ayana was on drugs. They said a lot of stuff. So everybody that don't know her, you shouldn't judge people that you don't honestly know. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people should get to the point instead of judging her. Okay, honey, let me help you. Let me try to help you figure it out. A lot of people not doing it. Like, make this make sense. I want to get to the bottom of it. I ask, try to help her. I want to help her. And this is what it is. If these people her family, why y'all not helping her? Why y'all downing her? Why y'all not trying to fix the situation? Her kids got taken. I love kids. Help her. Help her get her kids. Help her get on the track she need to be on. This Ayana thing don't make no sense to me. Any woman that's a mother. I hold my stuff 10 toes down when it comes to my kids. Any mother that's a mother, if you know a possibility this is your child or you don't think she is your child, give that girl a DNA test. If you want to shut everything down, give her a DNA test. If you hiding and running and saying she ain't your child, she did, she that, she did, you're just as guilty. You're just as guilty because you don't want the truth to come out. Come on now. It don't take us rocket scientists to figure it out. Um, the lady lady Tasha, she could be hiding stuff from with Ayana. We don't know that. It's a lot of this story is deeper than what we thought, and it needs to be resolved as soon as possible because it's been going on too long.
Let me slide in for a second, Q. Appreciate this super chat, Nene. When someone has the floor, mute everyone else. It's impossible, Nene. It's impossible. And I ain't overworking myself no more. But appreciate that, Nene. Appreciate this super sticker, Mari. Now, I will say that it did take ToshUnique a while because this was in the workings probably, what was it, maybe about 3 or 6 months ago, Q? And so she finally
Yeah.
felt comfortable to come on my show. So whether you all disagree with Tosh or whether y'all agree with her, it's up to me because she was kind enough to come on my panel. It's hard getting people to come on your panel. As content creators, it's hard for us to get people to come on our panels, especially when they are victims, especially when they're going through things. People don't want to just open up. But she felt the spirit. She said that she leaned towards God and God sent her and God said, Shank Rock's panel is a good panel. Go ahead. So I have to give her that respect. I don't mind y'all disagreeing. I don't mind y'all having questions. Everybody got questions for her. We all got questions for her. And like I said, unfortunately, I don't have all the questions. That's why I'm allowing people to question her. But y'all gotta be respectful, even if y'all feel as though she's lying. Okay? Even if y'all feel as though she's lying. I'm gonna let Erica come in. Come on in, Erica.
Hey, what happened to Tasha?
I put Tasha and everybody else backstage for a minute. They'll come back up, but you could come in, Erica.
I guess tonight my clarification is more about the DNA stuff. Um, can you answer? Did you have you been to the law enforcement and have they recommend doing a DNA on you?
And turn your TV off, Erica.
No, I don't have a TV on. That's not me.
Okay, that was true. Okay, you could talk directly to Tosh. Go ahead, Erica.
No. When you start bringing up that you was Alexis, have anybody like a law enforcement, FBI, anybody do a DNA with you yet?
Nobody has done a DNA test with me. I
You know,
did. Go ahead.
I'm a first cousin to your mom, right? How about I pay for a personal DNA test? We can go to a center, and if you come back related to me, like the numbers are not going to be high, because I'm not like a sibling or anything, but it can tell you yes or no if you're in the family. I mean, at this point, I'm irritated with it. I think it's a disrespect to Ayana, her mom. This mom had to deal with this stuff like years and years and years, and I honestly want to close this door so mom can get some type of kind of like some kind of closure and live and continue to like process all of this. I'm willing to go take a test with you just to say if we're related, and if we're not, we're not. Then at that point, Keisha going to fucking jail. But if we are, then this got to stop. This has to stop.
Don't mute my mic. Don't mute my mic. Don't mute my mic. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Wait.
Somebody, ho. Somebody better tell Tasha before I go on one. Now, I'm nice enough to let your funky ass up here now. What you ain't going to do is tell me what not to do now. Don't come for Shank Rock. This is my goddamn panel. I'll mute your mic anytime I want to mute your mic. I tell you what, Tasha. How about I get your ass from up around here? And that goes for anybody else. Anybody else that don't got the memo. I'm from Baltimore, bitch. Don't play with Shank Rock. Now we're gonna do it my way, or we ain't gonna do it at all. I send y'all funky asses up out of here. Don't play with me, all right?
Is there a way to mute so once everybody start talking, is there a way to
No,
mute everybody and just let one person talk?
no. We gonna do it how I said we gonna do it. And if y'all can't get it, then oh well. I don't know what to tell y'all now. For a whole goddamn hour, for 3 days, I've been bending over backwards for y'all funky asses. And this the thanks I get. This the thing. Hold tight now. This the thanks I get.
You know, you can't be saying it about.
I tried. That's all I can say is I tried, y'all. Come back in, Quita or Tosh. I tried.
And Ashley, I'm right here too still.
Appreciate this super chat, Purple Passion. Salute, Shank Rock. Appreciate that. Skull Mysterious, stop, Skull Mysterious. Stop now. Stop. Stop, Skull Mysterious. Stop now. Any and everybody that been around me long enough, know I've been over backwards. I have this platform for everybody to come and speak. But God damn it if I'm going to let y'all run me. I'm going to continue to run my platform like this. Because this is how I want to run my platform. And if you can't go by how I run my platform, this ain't the platform for you. Maybe if y'all hit me with some super stickers or some super chats. Maybe if y'all hit my cash app, Skull Mysterious, you know how this thing work. Then maybe I'll take in consideration. I ain't gonna do this with you, Skull Mysterious. Appreciate this super sticker, Levique. Can't never be nice to a motherfucker, man. Appreciate this super chat, Almighty Strings. That's right, Shank. Matter of fact, let me get y'all funky. Let me block y'all funky asses. Y'all got Shank Rock fucked up. Get your funky ass up out of here, Skull Mysterious. Playing with Shank Rock. Who the fuck you think you is? Try to be nice to a funky ass. Get up out of here, man. Come on back in, Lady Boss, Tosh, or God is good.
With all this yelling and stuff and not letting her get across, to me, it's like they trying to throw her off. Yeah. I don't know what it is, what they got conquered up or whatever they doing. All that yelling and stuff. Let her tell. First of all, y'all only coming on here to ask questions. Nothing else. We ain't talking about no boyfriends. We ain't talking about who slept with who. We not talking about none of that. We wants to know if she is who. Well, I believe her, and I'm gonna stand with her since every time. But y'all trying to, it's like y'all trying to throw this girl off with misled information that y'all don't even have yourself. Y'all just going off of something that was in the media. Well, all of us is, but only person know is her, God, and the truth. Of course she gonna have selective memory, because I seen somebody when they said she got selective memory. Of course she gonna have selective memory. She telling y'all what she went through. I don't get it. Y'all, they trying to throw her off. I believe she hurt. But only one way to start this DNA test. But of course, the mama don't want to get a DNA test. The daddy can't give it a DNA test because the mama called to the jail making it seem as if all this little retarded stuff was going on and it stopped the communication. So now it's left to the family she was raised with and now the one who's claiming that they ain't her family. Don't nobody know the truth but her, God, and the truth. And the mama. Because the mama know that's her daughter. Because if it wasn't, You will be able to get that girl a DNA test instead of denying that girl for a DNA test. Even that girl coming to your house, you jumping on that girl for no reason. It got to be some truth there.
Let me slide in for a minute. Let me slide in for a minute, sis. Appreciate this super chat, Parrish. Put some red on Shank Rock name. Appreciate this super sticker, Latoya. Appreciate this super sticker, Chris. Appreciate this super sticker, the real Tanisha J. Appreciate this super chat sent. I love you, Shank. You can't give no inches. Ratchets want to take a mile. That's facts. Hold tight. I'm gonna let y'all come back in. I gotta thank whoever sent me this cash app. Give me 1 second, y'all. Appreciate this cash donation. I'm coming to it, y'all. Hold tight. Appreciate this cash donation, Nikki Lynn. All right, come on back in, y'all. Appreciate this super sticker, Mari. All right, y'all come back in. And I don't mind people disagreeing. So I don't want nobody to say, damn, you can't disagree. I don't mind if y'all disagree. That's why we're here. But we gotta allow Tosh to speak. Because just like there are those that disagree with Tosh, there are those that agree with Tosh. Just like many of y'all feel like this ain't Alexis, many people feel like it is. And for those that feel like she is, they want to hear her side. I want to hear her side. Appreciate this super sticker, Fofo. But please, y'all. Please, y'all. Don't come for Shank Rock, y'all. Please. Please. God is good. You want to come back in? Cute. Or Tosh, y'all want to come back in? I guess they don't want to come back in, y'all.
I'm still on here. ToshUnique, Quita, y'all still on here?
So I'm still here. I'm actually talking to Ayana's uncle, which will be my great uncle. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm listening to y'all and everything. And sorry for you being mad, Shank. But that is just who Tasha is.
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. This is for you. So I'm not mad at you. This is for you.
Thank you.
But yeah, they is I don't know what to say, but I know this yelling and stuff is ghetto at its finest. Let this girl tell her story. Right. With the yelling and stuff and who's sleeping with who and all of that. The bigger picture is this girl.
That part.
That's what I ain't understanding. Like, well, I do understand, really, to be honest with you, they throwing her off. That's what they doing.
That's the bigger picture.
That's exactly what they doing. And then you, I don't know. I wish I had some money to get. I'd do the DNA test for her. Yeah. Man, because at this point, this been going on for what, 23, 24 years. And who does that as a mother? Your daughter. But like I said, it's either she did her like that because the daddy probably used to beat on her, or or whatever the case might be, and Alexis resembling him, I guess was bringing back memories. I guess whatever he did, it could have happened all different types of ways. But for her to say certain things that only a kid that went on, how you not gonna believe that's her?
Whoever got that news on, please turn it off, please. Appreciate this super chat, Mari. You scared their funky asses, but you right.
What the fuck? Yeah, there we go.
But yes. Cause man, this has been going on. And then not only that, I think she been coming out with this since 2016 after that girl in Ohio got that DNA test done. This how long this girl been coming out with this, but they want to make it seem like she crazy. And I don't believe she crazy. I believe she her. And who's to say if she did go to the police department? It could be people involved that we never thought that be involved with this. The money is root to all evil.
Yep.
She spoke it in her life. Her mama sold her for a piece of crack. And all this, her mama was 17 and 18 and all that. I wouldn't care how old you was. You was old enough to know what you was doing. People just trying to overtalk her. They ain't trying to let her get her story out because only her, Ayana, and the Lord knows.
Right.
And that's why Ayana won't give her no text because she know that's her daughter.
What I don't get, sorry y'all. What I don't get is why. Okay, the friend gave Tosh the address of Ayana, and and Tosh wanted to go over there and talk to Ayana, have a sit down with her. Why would she approach Tosh with anger and frustration and want to beat on her? Like, why do all that?
Right.
Someone come to y'all or me, we ain't gonna come with force and anger. We're gonna come like, okay, what is it? What's going on? Like, I want to get to the bottom of this. That's not how you handle things in the real world. You handle things out of anger, what you think another person reaction gonna be. But good thing that Tasha didn't react in the same way she did. She just want her mama. What child wouldn't want their mama? This woman didn't grow up the way a lot of us grew up. She grew up without her mama and thinking that another woman was her mother. Imagine how this woman feel. And a lot of people that's bashing her, they don't understand how this woman is feeling. Oh, she delusional. She this, she that, she this. Listen, we all got trauma. We all got stuff going on. Like, come on now. Instead of bashing her, help her. Y'all, I seen in the chat, oh, she ain't gonna do nothing but do a GoFundMe. If she did, she need that help. Y'all not helping her. Us as a community here in Milwaukee, our community is not together. It's sad. It's
This
separated.
combobulated.
Yes. Like, if we can do better as a community, things will be better off. Everybody separated and everybody against each other. People hating and all this. It's too much going on.
Let me
Right.
slide in, y'all. Let me slide in. Appreciate this super chat, Mary. Quit saying it's about money. One of the girls up there said she would give her a DNA test. What's her answer to that?
What's her answer to that? I'm gonna answer it for if it was that easy for her to get a DNA test, it'd be that easy. But I'm gonna talk with respect because that was just the dumbest thing to say. I just specifically just said if I had the type of money to where I could go and get her a DNA test, because she's willing to do it, but the mama won't do it. Y'all act like y'all ain't getting what we sitting up here saying. The mama won't give it to her. The daddy can't give it to her because he's in prison, and the mama went and called and said some whatever went on. And so her, ToshUnique, and him lost contact. She can't go to neither one of them siblings. Why? Because ain't nobody believing her. They trying to throw her off. They trying to make it seem like she crazy or something. She's not.
Let me grab this from Mary because it's Mary. She said that's a lie. We're talking about the other girl. We're not talking about her mother.
Here, let me see if you mentioned that. I just heard it quick. No. Yes, they like stuff.
I'm talking about everybody that's involved.
Okay, yeah, he on his way here.
Like I said, the mama, she won't give it to her. The daddy can't give it to her. She ain't already done said it.
Where you at?
You got it don't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. This been going on for too long. The scar up under her eye, that extra pinky, that birthmark. Yeah. We done seen it all because we talked to her personally through the inboxes. We done seen the pictures and stuff. So yeah.
God is good. Can you go in another room? Because the gentleman in the background, he coming in the.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, she got all the characteristics to that little girl. And of course, she's not going to. Me personally, I don't think she remembered nothing from 9 on back down, you ask me. You know, people can be brainwashed with ignorance. Let that girl tell her story. Let it, huh?
A lot of us now can't remember that age, 7 to down. Some can and some can't.
Right.
But like you said,
it ain't no telling what she remembered. They just jumping on. It's really peeing me off. But stop sitting up telling somebody who they ain't and from who they is. Was y'all there when the lady gave birth to her? Like, I don't get that. They throwing her off. That's what they doing.
If Ayana was so hyped to give Lisa Miller a blood test, or the case might be, why she wasn't so quick to give the person that actually looked like Alexis Patterson a blood test.
Right. It's speaking right there. It's that should tell it right there.
Like, make sense.
You say you don't know this girl.
You gotta cross your T's and dot your I's, cause you can't put no wool over my eyes.
Not mine either. Then you sitting up here, you want to jump on the girl, you talking to the girl. If you don't know, I don't think a bright person in their mind just gonna let somebody just jump on them and stuff if they don't know them. What you so angry towards this girl for? And please don't say it's because she going live because she saying she your daughter. She is your daughter. We looking at her. It's just like she said, when she met up with her, she felt the connection. And I'm pretty sure, you know, when you have kids of your own, the kids come out, that parent feel a connection, or that father feel a connection. She even said Kenya Campbell told her he believes she's his daughter. But no, she's lying. She mental. She crazy. She this. She that. No, that baby ain't crazy. That baby ain't crazy at all. They just want her to be crazy. Go ahead, though, Queen.
All I want to say is I just want her to get justice. I just want her to get what, I want things to roll in her favor. She's Alexis Patterson, and if Ayana willing to give her a blood test, see, Tosh wasn't, Tosh she didn't deny the test. Ayana did. She was willing to take the test with Ayana. And that's the crazy part. Everybody, oh, she's not Alexis. Okay, she's not Alexis. Why would she willingly take a test with Ayana? She knows she's not Alexis. Come on now. People got to make it make sense. I know Tasha's not going to sit here and go live and, speak her truth, trying to get a couple of dollars off of Facebook or trying to get likes from Facebook. And then people actually was trying to tear her down. She been on here since day one, trying to reach out to everybody to let them know who she is and who she possibly can be. But our Milwaukee community is trash, to be honest. Where's the support? Where's our community? Where's the love? Where's the motivation? Where's the I got you? Where's that at? All these people they lost. If y'all really paying attention, y'all will put it all put everything together and understand know where this woman is coming from. Like I said, I support her. And I didn't know her from a can of paint. And it's crazy because when she got to talking, I felt her. I'm like, wow, Tasha is spiritual connected. She got a powerful connection to her. And I felt it. So these people can say what they want. You can whatever. But the truth will come out. And I'm done talking about it.
She gonna reap what she sow. Watch. Everything that's done in the dark eventually comes to the light. You might got away with it for a little bit, but you ain't gonna keep on getting away from it. I just want them to do the DNA test and get it over and done with, which it's gonna take some time. This ain't something that this been going on 24 years, 25 years. So
I
oh
have
yeah.
the book on the book of Alexis Patterson. I didn't read the whole book, but I read most of it. The part that I read was Ayana had a visual for Alexis Patterson. She Ken wanted to come and be there. He wasn't in jail. He was out at this time. He wanted to be there, for his daughter. Ayana evil ass, excuse me, Shank. Got to the point, called his PO, lied on him, and told her that he was threatening her, that he was doing all type of stuff to her, where the PO contacted him and they locked him up. He wanted to be there for his daughter visual. And because Ayana pulled that move to get him locked up so he can't be there, he was locked up and wasn't able to attend his daughter visual. Now how evil is that?
Right. And then if you notice for these last maybe 2-3 years, she ain't been having no memorial for her. If you notice, ever since that Miller Lisa girl did that DNA test in 2016, I think she had 2 memorials after that. And ever since then, we ain't seen nothing on the news with when May 3rd come, they'll just say, whatever they say about Alexis every year. That's it. You don't hear them saying the mama did no more. Come on, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure this story out. And it's right here in your face.
Now, like I said, there are many of people in Milwaukee that know the story, know the case. There are many of those that feel like this isn't Alexis Patterson. But then there are many of people in Milwaukee that know the case, feel like she is. So it's like, who do you believe? For me, I have to ride neutral. Now I have to go back through this demonstration and I have to go back through my other demonstrations to really hear everything because I was listening, but I really couldn't pay attention because I have so much coming at me. I got the panel. I'm trying to calm down and control the panel. I got the chat. I got DMs coming from all my social media platforms coming in at one time. But once again, there are many that believe that this is Alexis Patterson. There are many. Watch this. Drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 if you feel like ToshUnique is Alexis Patterson. Drop a 1. Drop a 2 if you feel like she isn't Alexis Patterson. There you go. I see you, Si. Aggie. So Shay says neutral. But as y'all can see, I see you, Dana J. The chat is mixed. The chat is mixed, y'all. Now, what I will say, this is how I feel. I never trusted the stepdad. Now, and for those that is in Milwaukee, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Ayanna, Alexis Patterson mother, wasn't she in the club partying a few days or a week?
Yeah, she was. Yes, she was partying a couple of days after that little girl went missing, and then she ended up on Maury. Then she ended up on A View, and then yeah.
And let me slide in, God. Appreciate this, Charger girl. She can get a DNA test ran with other family members, not just the mom. So why not do that in the story? And I'll accept that, Charger. So now we have to look at the beginning of Alexis Patterson's disappearance. Let's backtrack it. All right. Appreciate this super chat, Mary. Is Erica in the chat? She says she'll do the DNA. Yeah, she in the chat. So let's backtrack. Now, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, God is good, and Q, wasn't it reports at the school that Alexis went to that it was a strange man or a weird man in the school, in the playground and everything before she went missing, correct?
No, it was a woman that used to be by a gate that she always used to go talk to every morning.
Okay, now stop right there. Now, for me, I'm not going to send my daughter to school with nobody else. And I know that it's a woman that has been talking to my daughter. I'm going to take my daughter to school. I'm going to take my daughter in the school and make sure my daughter is there. First of all, I'm going to find out who the hell this funky ass hoe is. See, if y'all want to put this shit in its proper perspective, we can put it in its proper perspective now. We can stop playing around. I want to know who the funky ass hoe at this gate that's been talking to my daughter. But did the mom and did the stepdad, were they concerned? I don't think so. All right. Now, dude, may his soul rest in peace, because I don't believe in disrespecting the dead. But my man, the stepdad, he say he takes Alexis to school on that day, but the school teachers said she never came in. They ain't see her. So my man, he's suspect. Even Ayanna, Alexis' mom, said that she don't trust the stepdad. That's where the Alexis Patterson story begins. The parents, the mom, and the stepdad was negligent. Then, as I just got confirmation that the mom was in the club with mother, and I'm not a mother. So I need for all the moms that's watching this, please tell me what mom that cares about her daughter, what mom that is concerned about her daughter, what mom, and remember, that's why I asked y'all, when the mom was on TV crying, I said, is those tears real? To me, they wasn't real. What mom is going to be in the club a day, 2 days, or a week, or however long after your daughter went missing? I'm just saying.
I wouldn't be in no club. I'd be like, fuck the club, Shank.
Right. I don't think I'll be able to be.
We finna go. I'm going to bed. We finna go find my baby.
Right.
Or we're gonna light whatever up.
I mean, she had from the news thing. Hey, listen, she was in the club, the cars, everything, girl.
Right now, and let me just say this: when it comes to the DNA test, I hear what everybody is saying. What people that feel like, well, she can get ToshUnique, she can get the DNA test with this family member. She can get the DNA test with that family member. Remember, the mom felt a need to get the DNA test with Lisa Miller, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't the mom get the DNA test with ToshUnique? In the story. Because if my daughter, any chance somebody coming forward, oh, that's a possibility, especially when the public is saying they'll pay for the DNA test. All right, let's get her. Let's get her. I don't know the history of the families. I don't. And I ain't here to try to pick my brain apart to find out what's going on. I'm only here to ask certain questions. Why won't Ayana get the DNA test done on ToshUnique? The mom is over the daughter. The daughter, allegedly, ToshUnique, has been trying, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, has been trying to be in Ayana's life. Yep. She's trying. I believe she went through getting arrested and all of the above. Look, y'all, I don't think that it's that much clout chasing in the world. She already got the clout. You get where I'm coming from? She already went viral off of it. So why is she still in the process of trying to attach herself with Ayana? We gotta look at it for what it is. I'm not from Milwaukee. I don't live in Milwaukee. I gotta say, for the people that's in Milwaukee and people from Milwaukee, yes, y'all know way more about this than Shank Rock. I gotta give y'all that. Y'all do. I'll take this. Could it be a mental illness case? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if this is a mental illness.
Why is that the first thing a person say?
Right, I don't understand that.
I never understood that. That's funny though.
Because they listening to everybody in the background instead of listening to ToshUnique.
ToshUnique.
Yes, I'm back. Sorry about that.
You good. You could take over. You could come in however and wherever you want to come in at. Go ahead. Be my guest.
Well, thank you. So I did talk to like a great uncle. It's Ayana uncle, so it'd be my great uncle. He accepted me for me. He basically just told me like, accept who I am. He said the family been who the family is. He said the family is no good, basically. He's basically saying his family has been messed up for a very long time. And he said it's probably better off that I don't try to regain them as family members because it wouldn't be a plus or a blessing to me. But I just want to say, even for the lady that came on and said I stayed in that apartment building, I remember that. Like, people ask me where, like, what do I remember? I remember a piece of that, and that's like the beginning of me. That's where it started for me, Bender. And she's saying it's in 2004. Like, I was hoping it wasn't in 2004, and it was way before that because I don't remember nothing before Bender. Bender is my first start with this family. So I don't know how old I was. Like, she kept asking me how old would I have been. I don't know. I would have to do some calculations, and I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing any of that. I'm not perfect. Like Tasha was saying, I was a bad kid. Like, I wasn't a perfect kid. I had this thing in my mom. Like, I could still ask the mom that I knew as mom. I could still ask her what I can do. Other than that, I respected Tasha. I watched her kids out of everything. I clean. She always told me she'd pay me, never paid me for watching her kids. I was always a respectful child. Like, and I used to prophesy stuff to Tasha, like tell her this guy she had, like he was gonna steal all her guns, um, and try to basically help her go a different way. And I don't know if she ignored what I said, but what I prophesied to her happened. I prophesied that her oldest will come back to her. He is deceased now. May he rest in peace. I tried to even tell her, like, your son will come back. I told her that at a very young age. I have even prophesied to these people, and they look at me like I'm crazy. But even Tasha alone, every time she used to go through something, she'll, call me for prayer and want God to answer her prayers. And I ain't gonna lie, he answered them real quick. And God even got me to a point where he told me to stop answering them when they call me, because I'm like, dang God, you answering all these prayers, where my prayers at? Like, I've been praying to you for a very long time. You're not moving for me. But like God said, you steady opening the door to these evil people and not realizing that they're evil. And yet each year he tried to show me they was evil, they was no good. um it hurt me to, like, Tasha, I've been got rid of Tasha. Like, when my whole kid situation, nobody got my children. The family could have got my children. Like, they only got my daughter. One of the aunties, she told me, like, hey, I'll get all three of them. And she snuck behind my back and just got my daughter, and my boys was left in foster care. They could have got my children, so I really just don't deal with them, not on the strength that they're evil, but look, y'all left my kids out, my babies out. If you can leave my babies out, you been leaving me out. Okay, you just don't care about me and my tree at all. Cool. But the mom, it's like I held on to this mom for so long and just overlooking who she is and how possessed she is, and it is what it is. Like, yeah, Yana, she done called up, like, Yana is like have live darkness around her. Like, I don't know what type of power she got. She have live darkness around her. This mom, she have the darkness in her. So I was just trying to overlook it, like, okay, she been hurt, da, da, da. But the whole time God is like, no, this is a witch in your life. This is somebody that don't want to see you prosper. Tasha talking about, I don't take care of her sister. Like, baby, I done lost my kids trying to take care of your sister. I done lost my own self trying to take care of your sister. And she's saying, she know where her sister at right now. She outside on the porch with crackheads. Like, for one, you shouldn't even be talking about these people like that, because I don't consider them crackheads. They sick, they ill and everything. And I talk to them, I hug them, I get on people's stuff. Like, girl, don't even come for them like that. But your sister is in here. That's who coughing. If y'all can hear coughing, that's Keisha coughing in the background. Like, your sister is over here with me. Her house burnt up. They went over there. She over there crying in Keisha building. It was a girl on Facebook said she was gonna burn the house down. They could have burnt. I feel like they burnt the house down, Tasha and them themselves, because it's like, y'all want her with me. Y'all want her to bring me down. Y'all want her to play in all my food and seasonings, and want her to put this witchcraft on me. Tasha even sent me, when I had my baby, I think it was my first child or probably my second child in 2019. She hooked me up with this reader, this psychic lady, and it was witchcraft. She knew that. And the lady, like, you don't know what's going on. It's a spirit mad, like a guy, and you don't know what's going on, do you? And I'm just like, no. But the whole time, my life has been hell ever since she had me talk to that lady. My life is just now trying to start a transition back. I ended up giving my life over to God in 2019. Not too longer after that, I became homeless, and then I ended up getting a house, and God was working on me with the house. That's when I built my first altar, and it was off like a glass table. Tasha has always been able to me, and she hooked me up with a voodoo lady. Like, and she that's who she is. She's a root worker, and she tried to play behind the scenes. Like, this lady over here, she don't need no crystals, no rocks, no nothing. It's, they know how to be evil, and they hate women. Like, it's weird, they hate women. And I can't lie to y'all. Like, Tasha, she hate her daughter. She can play all day. She can pretend. Baby, I don't watch this. I don't hurt for your kids. Like, her oldest daughter, she loved me. She loved being with me. And Tasha stopped her. She mugging her. Can I stay with him? No. Get the fuck in the car. Like, hold on, baby girl. You ain't got to come at the baby like this. And I was basically putting that baby girl on prayers. I even wrote her a prayer down in the little pamphlet book. It was just pages of writing paper. I even wrote her a little prayer. I'm like, you still got your prayer? She like, no. And she talk about her mom. Like, they don't mess with Tasha. Like, my kids love me, baby. Like, you can't fake a real mother. Like, my kids love me because they know what type of mother I have always been to them. I don't change up. I don't switch. I put my children before me, and I always have. It's crazy that I lost my children, but everybody look at, like, Tasha. She say, "Oh, it's karma." No, baby, this is everything y'all put me in. God is remaking it. He orchestrating and He bringing me out of it. This is a testimony for me and my children. My babies keep me going. My daughter, mama, don't give up. Keep going. My sons, mama, what you doing? Get up. Come on, let's go. Keep going. Like, even my babies want me to keep going. Like, my babies don't like them. Like, your children to let you know what type of people you are around. My babies don't like them. Like I used to have to force my babies to talk to these people. They looking at them crazy, you know. Especially like my the brother the girl was talking about. Like my baby's looking at them like, "Mama, you sure you talking about this your brother? You sure? Can you see what's beneath them? Because kids they can see beyond the veil, baby." And the children know, and that's why they try to cloak the children.
Let me slide in for a second, Tosh. Nikki Lynn, come on and slide in, Nikki Lynn.
Okay, thank you, Shank. Um, Good evening, everyone. Tasha. Shank, I do not plan to stay up here long. I just wanted to bring some things to everyone's attention, the obvious. And I think we sidestepping around a lot of the obvious. So if I can just get my points across without getting cut off, and then I'm out of here. So first of all, Tasha Unique. I don't think it really matters between you and your aunt who slept with who baby's daddy or anything like that, first of all. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I don't think it matters whether we like Aunt Tasha or not. But Aunt Tasha, and Shank, I've saw all your shows on this from yesterday up until today. And I think some very pertinent points have been pointed out to us, whether everyone's seen all the shows or not. First of all, Aunt Tasha has basically said she saw you been born, Tasha Unique, and you don't have memories of certain years up until a certain point. That being said, I think another obvious thing is she said your biological mom, Keisha, has however many kids, numerous kids. I don't recall how many, but at least 8, 9, 10, something like that. So indeed, if you are Alexis, that would mean that you were somehow kidnapped or stolen. And Aunt Tasha went off last night about the fact that your family don't have no reason to steal no kids. I believe her. You ain't got to love her, but I believe her. That being said, if your mom, meaning Keisha, has mental issues or even drug problems, we would be hard pressed to believe that this lady who has mental issues or drug problems would be involved in kidnapping or stealing a kid when she has numerous kids to take care of, and then would try and raise you and or give you to Aunt Tasha to raise. But that being said, okay, let's just say that did happen. Then what your cousin Erica is saying is, and numerous other people, even the lady that lived in an apartment building with y'all, is that you look very much identical to the brother. And you've spoken of the brother. People in the chat are saying, even if Ayana won't give you a DNA test, we'll at least do a DNA test with Aunt Tasha or cousin Erica, who says she would pay for it, or even the brother, to prove that you aren't related to that family. That would be very simple. That's the easiest place to start, because I read a bunch of police reports and I have my own theory as to why Ayana won't give you a DNA test, whether it's because she believes Lisa or not. But that being said, again, we can go back to why Tasha is angry or upset, because we saw the demonstration last night. But I just don't really believe this family would be involved in kidnapping you. And you have a lot of memories
I didn't say
and a
that.
lot of hatred for this family, or at least this aunt.
I don't have hatred. That's the thing. Like I love Tasha, right? But I don't hate her. Like God says we're not supposed to hate nothing or no one. So I don't hate Tasha. I just know who Tasha is. Like y'all would think Tasha got rage right now. Tasha just messy, and that's just who she is. She's just a dramified person. Like she
She
rather
probably is. She
like all
probably is Tosh Unique, but she hit on some very good points. So take the
she
DNA test with that family.
you definitely do. I don't. That's the thing. Like, I don't mind taking a DNA test with them, but at this point, like, where my mind at is, people can be related in multiple ways. Like, you got to realize these family members are they. Even people have spoken saying that they had sexual intercourse with their uncles and stuff like that. Like, this is a very incest family. I don't even know how to say the word. So I don't. I really don't trust it. Like, I don't mind taking it with them. I like even with the great uncle, he don't mind getting comfortable with me, taking a DNA test with me. I can ask him about that. I really rather have a DNA test with Yana or Ken. Like, even though Yana don't want to give it to me, I'm sitting up here waiting on Ken to come and give me a DNA test. Like, I know Tasha probably bringing out some powerful points. I don't see them as powerful points because even her in my face telling me this, I walked away still believing I am who I am, and not me and her arguing about it or anything. Like, we literally just sat. But you got to realize Tasha even said to me on the couch one night, this is the same night she called her deceased mama, which is my grandmother, a BITCH, and slipped up out her mouth and said that because this is just who she is behind her closed door. So God let her expose that to me in front of me. And she said, what they gonna do when they find out you is Alexis? This is what came out her mouth. So I
Well,
get what
let's
she's
prove
saying,
you're
but
not
she
related to them, is what I'm saying. Let's start there. Let's take the easiest route.
yeah,
Let's start that you're. Go ahead, babe.
I don't feel like that's the easiest route for me. Like, my easiest route would be another family member from a different side. Like I said, I already feel like these family is some type of related. So I don't trust this. I don't trust them. I feel like they are related. Like this lady, when I showed her the picture here, the mom I showed Keisha the picture with her and the picture with Yana, I don't hang with females and da 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 da. So it could be like a cousin or something. I just don't trust it.
I'm sorry, and I'm about to get off the panel, but I really believe this lady that's on the panel, God is good. I believe whether it's mental issues or not, that this lady has you so snowballed that she's the prophet that you've been talking to, that she's the lady that has convinced you that you're Alexis. And to be quite honest, again, I'm going to get off the panel. I'm not here to bully you or anybody, but again, it would really be easy to take a test and prove you're not related to Tasha and Erica and Keisha and your grandma and this whole family that you grew up with. And maybe that would convince Ayana to move to the next step. But okay, I bid
Yeah.
you all adieu. Good night, Shank. Thank you.
Nobody to make me believe I am who I am. I didn't talk to a prophet to tell me that I never said I talked to a prophet to make me believe that I am Alexis. I never said that. I said the
It's
spirit
really
came up to
clear.
me.
It's really clear. It's right out here in front of us. To be quite
Yes,
honest,
ma'am.
I saw all the demonstrations last night, and this lady got up here, and I mean, it was easy. It was clear. It's right in front of us. I didn't need a prophet to make me see it. But thank
Yes,
you. I
ma'am.
appreciate your time. I hope you get the answers you're seeking. Good night, Shank. Good night, chat. Thank you.
Good night, Nikki. Let me let Erica slide in. Come on, Erica.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, come on, Erica.
So once again, I know she said it's possible that we related to, Alexis family. Unfortunately, I'm not related to them. I once again think this is like they're saying this is going to be the easiest route is to do a DNA test with us to just rule us out. Let me tell you one thing. It's not about it's not about money for us. Like we offer this test, not me per se, but I know the tests were brought up a while ago, and I got told that Nunu, you turned it down. Now I don't know how true that is. That's just what I'm hearing. But I'm here to just clarify. I'm at the point now. I'll walk you into a laboratory. We just did it with my dad. They'll cheek swab us, and pretty much they don't have to send it to the courts, and they'll let us know if we're related. Not saying that you're my daughter or I'm your sister, but it'll either say zero bloodline or yes, you're in this family. Now from there we can kind of step away and we can just figure some other things out. What this is going to be my last time kind of like mentioning this also to the chat. I have some, like, I don't know how I can get this information over to you, like articles and stuff like that from when this story first broke. One of the young ladies brought up a really, really good point, and she said, we noticed that Alexis Patterson mom stopped celebrating and bringing up Alexis over the past 3 years. What took place in the past 3 years was the Lisa Miller case broke out in Ohio. That's a big case because you had other kids involved. They're thinking that these Chicago kids that was missing in Chicago was part of that case. And this is a big ring that they have to break. They have to, like, these kids were overseas. These kids are confused because they don't have birth certificates. It was a big case. What I do, and this is facts, when that ex-husband brought that little boy to Milwaukee to meet Alexis Patterson mom, they did a cheek swab. That DNA came back was that little boy was related to Alexis Patterson mama. So then when they went after Lisa Miller refused a cheek swab. She didn't even want to come to Milwaukee. She told the husband, bring me back my son back to Ohio. You just started up this mess that I don't want to be a part of. Bring me back my son. He said, no, you need to have answers because you're walking around this Ohio family and they're lying to you all these years. So she never came. FBI flew to Ohio to talk to her. And basically from the articles, they ended up using an old 10-year-old toothbrush. From my understanding, it was years old toothbrush to establish DNA, which came back negative. So Alexis' mom is confused. How can this young lady's son be related to me, but I'm not related to this? But this DNA is false. Like this, something is like crisscross with the DNA with Lisa Miller. So let's fast forward to she stopped posting, and I think she stopped posting because FBI and them said, hey, this case is bigger than you. Lisa finally did come to Milwaukee. Like if you talk to Alexis Patterson dad, Alexis Patterson mama dad, who pretty much have had interviews and stuff, he said, yes, Lisa Miller is my granddaughter. They cannot come out public to say it, but she's my granddaughter, and mom have had the grandkids. So now you have this young lady, Nunu, popping up. They're saying, I'm Alexis Patterson. Alexis Patterson, real mom, is saying, how are you Alexis Patterson when FBI and stuff had already established that Lisa Miller is possibly my daughter? She's not, I believe she won't do a DNA test with Nunu because she don't want to entertain this. There's already a focus on the Ohio case, so she's not entertaining this young lady. Now, I'm not saying what Nunu feel isn't real. Physically, like biologically, she's not Alexis. But spiritually and something within her is making her feel it. Now, I don't know if a prophecy did something. I don't know if she's just reading books and she's just feeling it. But I believe in my heart, a mother, you said, how do a mother not want to take that test? As a mother, I know my child. I can look right at you and say, that's not my child. I'm not entertaining this. And I feel like Alexis Patterson will be entertaining it for just social media. Because deep down, she know who her child is. She don't have to prove nothing to nobody in Milwaukee. She's did that already. That's why she went silent for the past 3 years. You have to make it make sense. Every year since Alexis Patterson been missing, she's hosted the biggest birthday party on her missing anniversary for this young lady. And then when Lisa Miller and that stuff broke out, it stopped. It stopped for a reason, you guys. Mothers don't give up. Mothers don't stop celebrating. It stopped for a reason. And I really believe the Ohio, if you go back to them articles and back to that stuff, it all makes sense about Lisa. She didn't refuse a test. She didn't do a test from our knowledge. Now, this is what the officials are telling us. We don't know what took place in that background. Once again, you're talking about missing kids. You're talking about individuals who kidnap kids. We don't know, like the lady that was supposed to be her mom in Ohio, come and find out they're from they're from overseas. They're like, okay, where's Lisa Miller? They don't even have a birth certificate on Lisa Miller. The ex-husband said Lisa Miller ain't never even seen a baby picture of her. She went to the family and said, show me one baby picture of me. That family said, we don't have none. So honestly, I think at this point we're all overhead of us. Alexis Patterson mom, and I'm gonna say her name wrong, is Ayana. She's not going to entertain us at this point because at the end of the day, there's a open case with her daughter. And all I can say, and I'm just looking in on her life, she's very active with Lisa Miller kids. One Christmas she posted, "Oh my God, this is the most happiest moment of my life. I'm spending Christmas with my grandkids." And who kids was in that picture? Lisa Miller. You mean to tell me she decided not only to bring that son back, but she also brought the little girl back? You think a mother gonna say, "Okay, I'm gonna let this woman play house with my kids over here in Wisconsin"? Absolutely not. As a mom, I'm not giving up my kids, and I refuse to let my ex-husband play in my face. I just believe we got some really, really work to do. I'm not here to talk about people's backgrounds, who slept with who raised who. Nunu, I seen you as a little kid. Mentally, I am a psych nurse. I work in psych. I am a registered nurse, but my specialty is behavior health. I am sane. When I tell you I've seen you as a little girl, you have never disappeared in the family. Yes, you have went from being with your mom to your grandma to your to Tasha. You've never changed. Your looks have never changed. You, your brother, and your sisters up under you have always been the group together because the other kids was never around. They went with their daddies and stuff like that. You guys stay together. None of y'all ever split up. Y'all never went with your dad named Eddie. Eddie was locked up for some other stuff, so he's been locked up since the early 2000s. They have you. Are you aware, Nunu, that your mom and Eddie have a paternity case, and both of them came back? I mean, the dad came back as 99.9%. That's an open court record. You can
Yeah.
CCAP that record right now.
Yeah, I didn't know that they did a DNA test on me. I never known of them doing a DNA test. I do know that he's been locked up since about 1990, what, 97?
98.
Yeah,
98, he went to jail for a big case. He's not now no
yeah, he's
time
been locked
soon.
up since the 90s. Like, I understand where you coming from. I understand your story, but like, I really don't even, not to be funny or anything, but I really don't even know you. Like, I understand you're their family, you are in the family, but I haven't been around you. And I do remember the kids being not so much with their dads because my mom, she stayed with their boyfriend. She stayed with their daddies. They was having a relationship before she got with the next. So I do remember all that stuff you're talking about. As far as the Lisa Miller stuff, I have never been tapped in, tuned in. I never been a part of that because it was a time I didn't even know nothing about that. I know nobody came forth. I didn't know anything. And when I did look into it, I was told that they did do the little toothbrush thing. I never heard that the grandson got DNA. I never heard that.
Yeah,
I
the
did hear
grandson. Yeah, the grandson came in and they did a swab, a cheek swab with him, because when the ex-husband came, he didn't bring the little girl. He only came to meet the grandma with the little boy. He didn't have the little girl at the time.
Yeah,
So,
Hey, Erica, can I slide in for a
huh?
minute? How old are you?
I'm 41.
You 41? Okay.
Yeah.
So there is it's evident there's a lot of things going on here, and it's probably bigger than anything else. And even though Lisa Miller came from overseas, but kids are given up for adoption or even sold. So that
Yeah.
kid that was, give me a moment, that kid that was swabbed could possibly be Ayana's grandchild. But Lisa Miller could even be her child. That, because when I look at the first news report I saw, Ayana was young. So, and then depending on what else she was kind of like into. But the thing about it is that the hardest thing is to spend a lot of time proving somebody wrong when you don't really know. You say, well, y'all was always together. Did you see her as a newborn baby? Or did you
Yes,
see
I
her
mean,
as
so she's correct. So let me explain what she just said to me. She said she don't remember me now because I was more around her when she was younger. She's of course, like you said, we got almost 20. I'm 41. She's 28. So just imagine the year difference. But what I'm saying to you is, when I was around them, because I'm close to her aunties are my age. So when I came around, her mom was around with her and her brother.
Right.
I know, I've seen her and her brother.
Right. So this is my suggestion to
Listen, Erica,
Tasha.
you've been around me.
This is my suggestion to
I
Tasha.
gotta
This is
be
my suggestion to you. I just want to say there's a place called Legal Aid, and inside of Legal Aid are attorneys that each year attorneys have to do so much of pro bono work. That means they'll work for you for free. I would get an attorney to help me. And also, this is a good story, not only for Shank's platform, because this can reach even further. You can call people and ask them, they will have people to know whether or not it's a good story for them. People with talk shows like Kelly Clarkson, Jennifer Hudson, even Nancy Grace. There are people out there that will help you. They will help you
For
with
the
your
respect
story.
of Alexis Patterson, I don't think. I mean, I'm coming in. I don't think we need any more spotlight on this case than we
You
need in
know what?
Milwaukee.
That doesn't have any,
Erica,
but
why
that
you
don't have
yelling?
right, but that don't have anything to do with you. That has to do with her. She is someone who believes that she is somebody, and she has the right to find out. It doesn't have anything to do with the city of Milwaukee and what they could take. That doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with her and her belief. And I feel like she has a right to know. So I'll go back to repeat what I said respectfully. There is legal aid. They are paid attorneys that do pro bono work. It is free to use them. That's a resource that's available to you to help you find the answers that you need. Even the local talk shows that come on national TV every day. Look at Shanquella Robinson. Her story made it to Nancy Grace and a few other platforms. So there is.
What happened if we do the DNA test between me and her, and if it
Because
comes back we're not related,
you
then
want me to
we
tell
do that
you want me to
step?
tell you what you want me to tell you about the DNA between you and her?
Yes.
Because this information it seems to be bigger than we think. She could be related to you, but they can't prove that she's not Ayana's daughter either.
Let me slide in, y'all.
I'm gonna leave that right there.
Let me just slide in for a second, all right, y'all. I've heard enough. I'm gonna drop everybody but Tosh and Erica. Okay, I appreciate you for coming up, Mel, Quita. I appreciate you. God is good. I appreciate y'all for coming up. Let me just leave let me leave ToshUnique and Erica up here so they can finish out what it was that they were talking about. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Erica did kind of cut me off too when I was basically speaking on it. I left off basically saying, like, I don't know nothing about Lisa Miller's son getting tested, but I do know that they said they tested the toothbrush with Lisa Miller DNA, which I don't feel like that's a good DNA either. So I don't feel that that's a good DNA. It was a time when I was thinking like, oh, this could be that. I stared at these pictures hard. Even Joella Reed's, where Shapri was looking at, I stared at them pictures hard. I kept going back to God for confirmation. Like, it's a lot of people coming on here talking about I spoke to a prophet. I didn't speak to a prophet. Like, I am one to prophesy things to people and it comes to pass. So I'm not saying I spoke to a prophet about anything. I did ask a mother that I thought was my spiritual mother, hey, can you help me with this? She said, this is something you need to figure out on your own. She's supposed to be deep in the roots of spirituality and praising God and things like that. She told me it's something I need to figure out on my own. She didn't even help me with that. But it's the fact that you steady telling me that even as a child, you was around me, like, you wasn't. You're the different side of the family. Like, from what I hear from these people, y'all think y'all better than the other, like this family. Like, y'all think y'all the better side. I can, like, even when the lady just came to me and spoke, I think she was saying it was in 2004. Where was I? How old was I in 2004? That's when we was on Bender. I can't say I've seen you around a lot in my life. I haven't. Like, you
So we
always.
didn't move a lot. So I can't necessarily tell you. I mean, what you're speaking on was two siblings raised differently. Unfortunately, your grandma and my dad are siblings. So yes, we were not raised a lot. We were not raised. We weren't raised the same. My dad is married. Like I grew up in a married household.
I'm not
Grew up,
speaking
so
on.
yes, we were different. I don't think I'm better than you though. But
No,
I'm saying
not what I said. That's not what I said. I never said I thought you was better than me. That's not what I said. This is what they basically was speaking as I was growing up. This is what I hearing your peers, your family members saying. And I
so. When you
basically
were growing up, how long ago do you remember? So you saying when you were growing up, you didn't hear about me, right?
this is what I this that's what I said. I heard about you. And it's basically like my granny, I call her my granny, like that's gonna forever be my family, no matter who I Alexis, not Alexis, Colleen Lynn Holman. She was a real one in the family, and that's who I will always cling to. Her brothers, even your dad, Auntie Judy, them, everybody like Pat is who I knew the most. And I knew Rachel because Pat, that's her daughter. And I seen Rachel most, like I even seen Rachel more than you. I don't, you wasn't around. Like for real.
I
Like I
was
can't think
actually
of
around, but we got big.
anything when I was
You
a
got to
baby.
understand that we got a big age gap. We didn't play together. But when you were a little kid, I was in high
Understand
school.
that. I'm not saying no. Yeah.
You
I'm not
understand? There's
saying
a big age gap between us.
I'm not saying that the age gap. I'm not. That's not. I'm not talking about none of that. You came on here earlier. You kept saying that you was in my life, and you've been in my life like you've been in my life. You have not been in my life. That's all I'm saying.
No, I didn't live with you or anything, but as a cousin, I was around as a cousin because I was with your.
I understand that too. Even cousin Lisa, the one that helped my children get placed where my children are placed right now. That's I know her more than I know you, and that's that's Wooly. That's a different side. That's their daddy niece. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to you saying stuff, but you got to be accurate here when we speak on this, because this is not something I'm just going around being crazy. You got to realize I've been led by the Holy Spirit and still is getting led by the Holy Spirit. Like my daughter don't look like Keisha. My daughter look like Ayanna Patterson. Even it's a picture where Alexis is in this photo and she got like glass mirrors around her. I'm gonna say she's because you want to speak in third party, so I'm gonna hop on your note. And it's like her baby, it's her baby picture, because this where we left off as a little baby. I look at it still as a little baby, 7 years old. That's a baby to me because my babies are still babies when I look at them. And my daughter is 7, my son is 6, and my other son is 5. All you see is my son Stanley face around in this mirror is what I see. So I get what you said. I understand you a nurse and you qualified and you got ordained to be who you are. I don't do psychological. I don't play on the like I don't play on the mental. I'm not here to play with nobody's mental. I'm not here to be the boy who cried wolf. I'm not here to do any of that. When God led me to this, they've been lying so much. They told me the school was on Galena, Cherry Street, somewhere over there on the trays where they grew up at. You see Tasha, Keisha, them, not you, but them. They grew up over there. They had me thinking the school was over there, but God led me to a different school. It's not, I can't say who Lisa Miller is or what my mama did with Lisa Miller. I can't say any of that. All I can say is when I met with who I believe is my mother, I met with this lady, I know what I felt. And when I told her, she said, well, what do you want? I said, Mama, all I want to do is come home and lay in the bed with you, and I want to get my children back. She didn't say, well, oh, you're not my daughter. She didn't say, she couldn't say anything. Like, I promise you, all she did was smile. So I'm thinking, oh, I did get kidnapped. But then as time went on and on, I feel like, oh, I was just giving away to her friend. This is just how I feel. This is what I'm seeing. Even Tasha, I spoke to Alexis on the phone. Even when I came out first about this, girl, I don't know what you touched, but Alexis speaking through you. And the whole time, and I can't call my mama a thing, but the only thing I touched was Ayanna Patterson. I gave her a hug. I sat and I talked with her. I know what I felt when I talked to her. Keisha, I never felt no confirmation after I never felt nothing with Keisha. Even right now to this day, I'm trying to feel something with Keisha. I even try to call her mom. You want to know, she answered to me when I call her Miss Keisha before she answered to me calling her mama. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't know what Tasha done told you, I don't know what they doing, but I rebuke it in the name, the blood, the power of the Spirit of Jesus Christ, because it has to cease. It has to be done. And it's always a sound that precedes the move of God. And I'm just over here dinging. I don't know who it is, what it is. But this show has to stop. It has to be done. Ayanna know who I am. And she know what she feel when she see me. When she first seen me, I didn't get this person out of her. this evil person that I'm seeing. I didn't get that when I first seen. I didn't get any of that because she thought I was still confused, lost, not knowing what's going on. Do she know? How much do she know? When I first talked to her on the phone after I talked to her daughters about this situation, about me believing I am Alexis Patterson, she questioned me. Well, what's the mom name? What's the dad name? The way she was even questioning me, I observe people. Like you say, you psychological. I'm not psychological. God just got me. I don't know. I just always been an observer. I pay attention. I catch on quick. I'm more one of them people that's gonna sit in the group. I can have my friends right here in the house with me right now. I'm in here by myself. They out there having a ball, but yet I still know what everybody doing. I ain't trying to keep up with everybody conversations. I ain't trying to be too nosy. But when it's time for me to listen and listen to what people got to say, I listen. And Ayana came, I heard my foot. She said, Shapri don't like Alexis. Alexis know that. How do Alexis know that if we can't find Alexis, we don't know what's going on? Lisa Miller, we dang sure ain't talking about Lisa Miller because Shapri ain't talking to Lisa Miller. Here go Tasha. She slipped up one night. We at my house. She was staying with my sister. She's sitting up there talking about some we talking. She called Colleen. She called your auntie. She called her a B. Let me tell you what this bitch did. And I really wanted to jump up and put my paws on Tasha. I don't hate Tasha. People, please don't let confirmation because God know I don't hate that lady. I used to look at her like my favorite auntie, but I saw all the hateful ways she had for me. She slipped out her mouth and called her mama that B. I let that slide. She ended up, what they gonna do when they find out you is Alexis? This is the same night she was telling me that my mama, as soon as after I went missing, my mama went to the bar and everything. She was trying to play it off too, but she slipped up and said, it's like I catch on when people slip up. I can't let these slip ups go. I tried to let it go. It's like God keeps smacking me in the face. Here you go. Where you going? You have something to deal with. I like everybody, like Lisa said, the one that I do remember more than I remember you. She said, you need to leave your children alone. And no, she said, you need to leave God alone and focus on your children. God gave me them children. God, I can't be a mother to them children. Like, I done been through so much trauma. Being Alexis, thinking I'm Alexis or not, before even any of this even came to me and God set this in front of me on my plate, I have already been dealing with trauma from this family. Like if you, like how you say you was around and stuff, like if you could have been there for me, it would have been a blessing. If you could have been there for this family in general, even Tasha and Keisha and them, if you could have been a part of us, it could have probably made a whole lot better. You see how bitter they are? I don't know if you as bitter as them. I don't really know too much about you. And I can't pretend, I can't fake it. I just can't.
Any last words before we get out of here, ToshUnique? Any last words?
I just pray God continue to bring it to the light. I was earlier, I was gonna run after all of the riffraff. It did kind of make my head hurt. But after talking to a great uncle, like he said, you know who you is, believe in yourself. And like he said, when he seen me, he even told me to tell you like he loved me. Confirmation again. He told me to tell you like he loved me and he loved me hard. He basically, when I told him, like he looked at, he said, stop playing. You know, because he was your name. And first he was talking to me, we talking, then he like, what's your name? Me, when spirit lead me to say Alexis Patterson, I say Alexis Patterson. And once I told him, he stopped playing, then he looked at me and he just started crying. And I just called him back tonight when everybody was going crazy all on here. I took a break back because I don't want to pop off. I could pop off. I'm not perfect. But God has trained me to be better and not be bitter. So I talked to him and I'm talking to him about it. He said, he broke down. He said, you see me, right? I broke down and started crying. He said he can see Alexis, he can see me. He said, I basically, it's like I jumped out to him. Like he can still see that I am who I am. I'm not here to pretend. I'm not here to cover up lies. Anybody want to know anything about me? I am here to tell you the full blown truth. I am a woman of truth. I'm not here to hide anything from the past of my drug life or anything else. Anything y'all want to know, I am here to speak it. I know about me.
Well, as always, Tosh, I appreciate you for coming on and sharing your thoughts, sharing your story. I appreciate everybody that joined me on the panel. I'm going to take a few days to go through all of the demonstrations, and I'll come back with my final take on what I think about this whole case. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Tosh, good night. Get some rest. May God bless you. Okay?
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Salute everybody. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Y'all can leave in the comment section y'all thoughts on it. As I said before, I'm going to go back through all of the demonstrations and then I'll come and I'll recap everything and give my final take on it. Salute everybody. I will leave the chat running and you all can hang around. So
I'd like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out.
Tinted window screaming after law out my mouth. I'm switching lanes from up north to down south. Now everybody trying to figure how I put it down. I took my show on the road straight out of town. Pee-wee is my nigga, so you know I brought some crooks with me.
1998, they tried to throw the book at me.
Tell me what you see every time you take a look at me. A straight P, I only be where the hookers be. A old head, but still can pull any fly chick. One thing's for sure, you never see me ride a nigga dick. I got a thoroughbred who loves to call me pretty daddy. Through Alabama, getting hit in a pink caddy when I come through. Everybody knows me, the young niggas love me. They call me, they OG. Go and do your homework about the shit that I spit. They gon' tell you that nigga Shank is legit. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. I eat a chicken box before I play a game of spades.
Can I get some
a half and half is sweet tea mixed with lemonade. Some brown liquor with a coke to sharpen up my skills. I switch lanes cause I only fuck with the real. Now she's a winner, so I got to keep her on my team. Plus I'm a real one, so I never ever sell her dreams. You wanna know if I'll quit or if I'll stop? But they say it ain't over till your casket drops. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane.